Previously, on Junior Adventurers League. Captured by the Lich, Al-Razim, our adolescent heroes learned a terrible secret about the origins of their adventuring school, debated the method of their escape, and, through an incredible moment of jaw-droppingly good luck, tossed his phylactery into a sphere of annihilation and destroyed the Arch-Lich in the first round of combat. Now running amok in the Lich's secret lair below the school, the junior adventurers fought a pair of hellhounds, had an awkward conversation with Al-Razim's mind-flaying ex, and were suddenly surrounded by a security detail of extremely strange goblins. The adventure begins on the 5th of Green Growth, year 559 of Kairosha's 4th Age. This is episode 34, Nilbogged Down.
Hi, I am Kate, and I am playing a 12-year-old halfling bard named Jrmi, and I have a cool hat, and my hair is whatever color I want it to be, and I can be anybody in the world because I am the best. And also now a lich.
Because
I'm
you
a lich
believe
now.
in yourself.
Apparently.
Forever.
Wait, no. This joke doesn't work.
Hey guys, I'm Heather. I play Valqwyn. She is a half-drow fighter. She's super awesome in spiky armor and a glorious magical shield and sword that just kicks ass.
Just a little passion fruit.
Yeah.
It's very magical and cool.
Hello, everyone. My name's Cody
Who dat?
Bushee, and I play Theodûir of House Thomel. He's a half high. No, he's not half
high.
anything. He's a
half
high elf.
He's a pure blood.
high elf.
Yeah.
And he's got slicked back hair, and he's got these flowing nice robes, and he's a dick. He's a little dick.
Just a dick.
He's just a throbbing, erect phallus.
Everybody's favorite.
Yeah, I got a little bit of blood coursing through that vein. Yeah, okay. When we last left our junior adventurers, as you heard in the recap, so you guys are kind of frozen. Jrmi, you're on the couch in your Al-Razim disguise. This team of strange goblin creatures is kind of milling in the center of the room, looking frantically back and forth between Theodûir and Val and Moss, who are flat up against the wall. You're kind of here at the base of the skull, this sort of area, right? And they are drawing their weapons, looking like they're gonna go and attack the three of you. Is there anything you want to do before they move? Before we roll into initiative,
I would like
real
to
quick?
try an intimidation check again.
Okay, go for it.
Ooh. 22.
Ooh, that's
22.
scary.
Okay, what do you say?
I want to clap and point again to try and just
Okay.
down or I can yell, be like, go! I don't know.
Okay, sure.
Other way.
Get
Get on out.
Get. Watch how they mind me.
Okay. So there are 6 of these creatures. The leader will kind of at a couple of 2 of them and point them to run down the hall. So 2 of them go running down the hall. The remaining 3 kind of stay, and 1 each with a spear will kind of come over and hold Val and Theodûir and Moss at spear point. And then the leader will kind of turn to you and obviously ask you some kind of a question. You have no comprehension of what that is. What language do you speak,
Well,
Jrmi?
common and halfling.
Okay,
Perfect.
got it. Yeah, no clue.
I speak Draconic.
So what do Val and Theodûir and Moss do? Right now you're just kind of being held at sort of spear point. I mean, you could do something, but if you make an aggressive action, we're going to roll into initiative, basically.
I will take my hands off of the wall and act like I was supposed to be standing there the whole time, and then I'm gonna re-emphasize what she said and be like, "What? I don't understand. Why aren't you all leaving?" And I'll throw an intimidation check as well. It's kind of a thing.
Yeah, go for it. Sure. I think you can give me a deception.
Yeah.
Because they're likely to be intimidated by their boss, but you're
That
just
makes
some
sense.
Yeah, kid. Yeah.
I'll be
Okay.
deceptive. A
Give me a
5.
deception. Okay. The goblin seems kind of offended and pokes you in the rib with the spear. It doesn't hurt you. It's just kind of what about you, Val?
Oh. I really...
Anything?
I want to ready an action. I want to ready Thunderwave if I
Okay.
can.
What action do you want to ready? Okay, great. Moss will kind of start to like snarl and like ha at the end of the spear, and the goblin's kind of like stop biting my spear. How do you want to respond to this question, Al-Razim, that you're being asked?
Gonna nod once.
They're gonna kill us.
You and I understand. Yeah, I think the larger goblin will nod and snap, and then the goblins will attack with their spears. So you can do your thunder wave if you want.
I was kind of hoping he was like, should we just leave?
Nope. I don't have my spellbook on me. Is it 2d8 or 2d6?
They make a con save first, I think. What's your DC?
Oh, do you need me to?
So it would be your modify your
Thunder
int
wave,
mod
Yeah.
plus your proficiency plus.
Got it. It's
8, I think
11.
is how you figure out your DC. 11. Okay, I'll roll for these dudes.
Tinder wave. Oh.
Tinder wave.
Tinder wave.
Tinder wave. Oh no.
It's the new craze. Thank you.
Everyone's into it. I'll say you can get 2 of them. Who has moss, I guess is my
He was
question.
by my feet, I think.
Who's
Yeah.
okay? So if moss is by you, then I think you can hit 2 of these guys. They both fail their saves
Awesome.
actually. So go ahead and give me
Alrighty,
that
so it's
damage.
7 damage, and they get pushed 10 feet away.
Okay, great. So they are, and this is
Yeah,
the
there's a
lion,
lion shield.
or is this the spell?
Yeah.
Oh, the lion shield. Okay, then your DC would be higher than that, but that's fine. They still fail. I thought you were casting a spell. So they, you swing your shield out, it roars. They both get blasted back, and normally you would see that this deals damage to them. It kind of does for a second, and then you see that like their wounds sort of start to close up almost instantaneously, as though the damage didn't have any effect on them at all, and they kind of smile wickedly from their weird upside down mouths. Let's roll initiative.
I'm 12, guys. I was freaking out.
Oh, that's a waste of crit.
Yeah, same.
We all did. We all crit for initiative.
No, did all 3 of you guys are all
We all crit.
crits?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I guess that's cool.
I've
All
never
3 of
heard of that
us.
happening. Hold on, I gotta roll for Moss.
Right.
get in that one. Ready for
Or
it?
like a 2.
You got a 3,
that's typical
so
Moss.
you
Well,
know
all right, guys.
he's at least on
Since
brand.
we-
Yeah.
I feel like we should get
All
2
right.
pieces of
So
candy
it's-
apiece for
it's
that
gonna
magical
be-
business.
Yeah,
It's
I think so.
dexterity,
I think you
yeah.
guys can each have 2
Okay.
pieces of
You're
candy
gonna
if you
say-
wish. Because like I get to decide how much candy
I'm
you
okay
have.
with
Like
just
that's
one.
my job
25.
apparently. I'm nowhere near you or the candy. So what's
think
what's
you
our
have the
initiative?
highest
Jrmi,
score.
Jrmi, Theo, then Val.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
God, that's crazy, you guys.
That surprises me considering how much like acrobatics you do, Val. That you would have the.
It's
the
still
lowest
high.
DC.
It's just lower than theirs.
Yeah, minus 19.
Oh, for
yeah,
sure.
mine's 14.
So goblins, and then of course our good friend Moss. Jrmi. So you are still in your disguise. She cast her thunder wave. It blasted out. The goblins are like obviously about to go into sort of an aggressive attack position. What do you want to do? You're still on the couch.
Yeah, just laying.
Yeah, you're like lounged on the
eating
couch.
popcorn.
I want to try and cast
Yeah.
fear.
Okay,
Are they
great.
within 30 feet of me?
What like how like what's the spread? Does it describe like
a
is it like a
self 30-foot
cone
cone.
or it's okay, 30-foot cone works. Yep. Is it creatures or
Creatures.
targets? Then it would affect your allies too.
That's fine. That might help. That might help.
Great.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's in
Sure.
lieu of intimidation. Okay, so
Fear.
they must make wisdom saving throws, please.
So everybody make a wisdom save against
Oof.
the DC because everybody's within the 30-foot cone of you in your position right
16.
now.
7.
Except
That works. What'd you
Nice.
say?
7.
Well, you fail.
You get scared.
Okay.
Moss
Okay,
also
course.
fails. Oh, and then I gotta roll for the monsters.
Yeah,
The only ones who are
that's
actually
more
trying to.
important.
Just
hit.
the
Sorry.
companions.
Let's see. There are what there were 6 of them, and then 2 of them left. So there's 3 little guys and the big guy. 2 of the little guys and the big guy fail. 1 little
The
guy
new
succeeds.
leader has been chosen.
Yeah, exactly. This is his origin story.
Short.
Okay.
Okay, so while
So what's
frightened
the
by the
effect?
spell, they must take the dash action and move away from me, for the safest available route on each of its turns unless there is nowhere to move. If the creature ends its turn in a location where it doesn't have line of sight to me, it can make a wisdom saving throw. On a successful save, the spell ends for that creature. So it's up to a minute.
Okay. Yeah, all right. That sounds good. So it's Moss, Theo, and then most of these goblins, with the exception of one of them. What does your fear spell look like? I don't think we've ever seen you cast this before.
I feel like... God.
You can make yourself like do anything with the hat too, so you can even make like your eyes glow or something.
You are disguised as Al-Razim too. I think that's
true. Can I loop that into like the hat thing like that she was saying, like some sort of like weird like self illusion where like maybe like I'm on fire for a second or something. I don't know.
Sure, I mean the spell lets you do whatever you want. The hat wouldn't
true.
necessarily be involved, but yeah, for sure, you can make yourself look like you're
like suddenly largely on fire.
How dare you challenge my orders? Yeah. Okay. Cool. So Theodûir, and I think on some level you like impose your own fears as well onto it. So, like, what do you see Theodûir when
his father
she casts this spell?
So Jrmi scared me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're terrified of.
This is like the third time that you've gotten
magically
terrified
so.
of her, huh?
Right?
Because there was like the slumber party one where she told a super
remember.
scary story, and there was like something else
yeah.
that she scared
and
you.
I have no more spells left today, so.
Oh God. So like,
okay.
We should try to pull the rope. It's probably like maybe I see you take the form of a giant bee, and because that's also a big fear of Theodûir. He is.
I forgot that you were
terrified of bees.
Bees just start
or that. Yeah, just thousands of bees start flowing out.
God, they're on fire too.
Yeah. So I'm
Fire bees.
Takes me back.
Fire bees.
Yeah.
Acid sharks and fire bees.
Okay.
And they all
so you can
all the
stay
bees
where you
have heads
are
of my
if you
father
want.
as well.
Good lord.
He's just like on an acid trip.
David Lynchian nightmare escape. Like, what's going on?
And they're all
just like,
exactly.
You were an accident.
No, your mother never loved you.
Why isn't she around, Theo? Why isn't your mother around?
Yeah.
I blame you. I blame you.
Scared her away. Yeah. I blame you. Say all the bees.
All in unison.
There's one bee on his phone.
Yeah.
Texting him, your mom hates you.
Yeah, he gets one.
Okay, so that's
Looks
your
at the
action,
phone.
Jrmi.
Your mom
Did you want
hates
to
you.
move?
You
Or
I'm
you
currently
can-
good where I am.
There's one bee.
on the couch. Okay, Theo, it's your turn. So you have to take the dash action to run away as much as you can. I will say that because the goblin near you is also frightened, it won't take an opportunity attack against you. It's like just so terrified.
So what do I just randomly like?
So there's two different options. You can either like loop around the sides of the skull like this, or you could go down that hallway. The hallway's closer, but there's also
I don't want to do
like,
that. I want to move
down there.
in the room. I want to move like.
Okay.
I wanted to move anyway, so I'm
if you move your
conflicted
full
here.
speed.
Like I want to go where I wanted to go, but can I do that if I'm scared?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm asking.
I think so. I mean, you're not like not Theodûir anymore. You're just like your priority is to get away.
You probably don't want to
from
be in front of
Al-Razim.
me either, because that's where all the bees are coming.
I want to go like.
Run away.
Yeah.
I want to create a line to where
the
I
side.
can shoot a spell and there's no one. There's only enemies in front of me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
could definitely do that. So I will say if you run like around the side of the skull,
kind of like up the wall a little bit.
the side. If you spend your whole round, then at the end of next round you can or at the end of this round you can make a save.
Okay,
against
cool.
The effect.
Oh, so I can't
So
spend
you can
an
put yourself in a
action.
position where you can no longer see.
'Cause I'm too afraid to do
Al-Razim.
anything.
Yeah. Because if you do, you could move all the way over there, but then you'd still be under the effect next round. If you move
And
your
then I can do a
entire
save.
turn over there, then you can make a save. But if you only move a little bit and cast a spell, next round you can still see
Right.
Al-Razim, so you'll have to
move
move again, right? You have to basically get out of sight of the character.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
Yeah. I'll do that
making
then.
you scared.
Yeah.
Okay, totally out of the way. You can still like run over there, and then next round
Sure,
from where
sure,
you are
sure.
cast the spell. But so you are now you no longer can see.
Right.
So you can make a wisdom.
So I'm in the corner. I'm
Now, you
panting
can still see
and I'm
him.
breathing
But
really
you can make
heavily.
a wisdom
I'm
save.
still seeing all these
if you
bees
don't have
coming
line
at
of
you.
sight of me anymore.
Right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If
Let's
your
try.
turn is over.
You
yeah.
can, yes, because you no
Let's
longer
try.
have line of sight. At
Let's
the
try
end of your
it.
turn.
So it's a wisdom save, right?
Wisdom save, yeah.
Oh, god. I gotta say the same thing. I got a 7. It was almost a 20.
Well, you can still do your stuff next round. You just can't move any closer to
Right.
Al-Razim, like, until you succeed. You're so terrified that, like, you can cast your spell if you want, but that's next round.
And I can't
Okay, Val, it's your turn. You are not
And
affected by
there's
the
that
fear.
one goblin in front of me that wasn't either.
There were 2 of them that got pushed away. The one that was attacking Moss is scared. The other one is not. The one that you were fighting is not scared, and looks like it's gonna come back and get you. So.
I want to move towards Al-Razim, but will that provoke an opportunity to attack?
I would say because you did Thunder Wave, so you could move around the goblin.
Yeah, I want to go over near Al-Razim. I guess since you're like lounging, I want to be like next to the couch by your head. Yeah.
High five.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Anything you want to do with your action?
Nah, I just wanted a high
You're not a
five.
friend.
I wanted a high five Al-Razim and be like, "Come on, guys, you can see we're buddies."
What up, yo? Okay,
I'm with
great.
your boss. Don't attack me.
Awesome. The goblins will panic in mass. Several of them will drop their spears and just go like, down the hallway, bumping into each other and like bumping into the wall. Except for one of them. So one of them like sees you and like turns towards you, Val, and then kind of like. It's like weird. It will kind of like turn the spear and then like chuck it at you.
It's like half-heartedly, just like
At Val, not at Al-Razim. Like,
the only thing we understand.
got a crit!
It is the new hero.
there it is.
God damn you! It is his new epic
That's
story.
wonderful. I'm so
I'm
happy
not.
about that. You have such
I
good
know.
AC, it never helps you. It never helps you. That's not that much damage. You're probably
48.
okay. It's
yeah, you're
8
good.
8 piercing.
You're fine. It's like 40 something.
It's just
whatever.
like, and you're like you're in the high five. Like I don't even care.
son
God!
of a bitch.
Oh, that really hurt.
You're bleeding from the stomach.
Since
now.
I'm wearing
If we don't get you to the
fantasy
hospital in
armor,
a
it
couple
definitely
hours,
got me in the
you're gonna
gut.
die, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's the like red Sonia.
So much
like,
blood.
lots
Of
exposed
course.
skin, but you're 15, and we're kind of
I
like
found it in a
uncomfortable
dungeon.
with
It's
it.
fine, guys. It was
Fine.
free.
Gross. So then the Nilbogged are no longer inside of you, so at the end of their turn, they'll roll their saves. Next round, they all come back in like, ah! Yeah.
Oh
They
my
all
god,
succeeded.
stop it!
I got another crit as well. So you see them like, and they're like at the end of the hallway. They like turn around, like they're gonna come back, right? Okay. Moss similarly will panic. So you ran over there, Theo, and you're hiding, trying to figure it out, and then all of a sudden, like Moss is like at your side, scrabbling, like help, 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 whining
Poor
piteously.
little guy.
He makes his save though, so he kind of like shakes himself and then grabs your robe, like and tries to like pull you back towards the fight. Okay, cool. That's his turn. Jrmi, you are on the couch.
Cool.
What do you
Yeah,
wanna do?
I want to walk over to Theodûir and also say out loud,
Okay.
like, rope. Rope.
You walked up to me and said that?
Yeah.
Rope.
So just bees.
Tons of little bee fathers
Distracted.
You don't deserve all your privilege. Right.
I never loved you either. Oh god.
Is it
Yeah,
my
what do you
turn?
want to do?
No, it's your.
I mean, I
Jrmi,
wanna
do you do
take
anything
the
else?
Rope out of the bag and have it ready.
I like that.
I don't suppose I can
Okay.
ready an action to pull it if everyone agrees.
I'm in favor. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. You haven't taken an action yet. You've just moved, and then I'd say it's bonus
Okay.
action to take it out.
I'll just
It's an
ready
action to
then,
pull
and
it.
I'll
Yeah.
say, rope.
Okay.
I guess I don't know if you'd get an answer from me, honestly.
Probably
but like, but
I
Yeah,
feel
I
like the
think you're
rope
too
probably
terrified.
looks like a giant bee
Yeah.
too.
So Theo, it's your turn. You have to move
have to
away.
run
You
away
have to
now,
get,
yeah.
and you take your dash
Yeah.
action to run away from.
cool.
Well,
so
we'll
I'll
see
run.
if he makes a save.
So you can go. Do you want to go back the way you came, or you want to keep going like
I'll
further
go
outside
further.
of the skull? Like imagine if this is the skull, you're like here, so
Yeah,
you
I'll
would
go
go up to
further
like the
up,
top.
just so I'm out of
skull.
sight,
That
but I
makes
don't want to
sense.
provoke
Okay.
any attacks either. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
You won't.
yeah.
There's nobody near you at this point.
Me.
Okay.
My
so,
bees.
try again. The bees are chasing after
Just
me.
Bioshock.
Oh god.
Oh, there we go.
Right.
That's a 16.
There we go.
That should be good, right?
Okay, yeah. So you can like come
And
up
then
around
I-
the side. You have
I see
no
all
more
the
line of
naked
sight.
statues or not statues, paintings,
Paintings,
and
just like,
I kind of snap out
Yeah.
of it, like, oh wait a minute.
It's a very sobering experience.
So
Yeah.
you feel at home again.
comforting.
You see
Wait, everything's
naked
all right.
statue, naked
Yes.
paintings. Yeah.
There's no boobs, but I'm
Oh.
okay with it.
Oh, that makes me feel
killed
better.
Al-Razim.
I
It was
caused
me.
it.
I'm the one who did it.
I didn't.
Alone, only me.
I'm the best.
So Val, you were standing by the couch. You got a high five. You got
She
hit with a
walked away
spear.
from me.
Al-Razim walked away. Theodûir went screaming.
His robe's up between his knees.
Yeah. But this goblin is still there, and like the goblin reinforcements are like, coming up behind.
I'm gonna run towards
do you wanna
Al-Razim. I'm just gonna keep chasing him, her, him.
Okay,
Mini
yeah, you run
Al-Razim.
over towards
They.
Al-Razim.
Correct. My apologies.
That's true. Oh yeah, and now that you moved, like all the pillows fell off the
So it's like
couch,
mini
so you're
Al-Razim.
tiny. And like,
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
okay, great, cool. So you can you easily get there. Is there anything you want to do on your turn when you
I'm
get there?
gonna. Well, I mean, freaking Theo's not here, so I can't pull the
Theo.
rope
Freaking Theo.
without him.
Freaking Theo. Let's leave him behind. Fuck it.
I'm gonna pick
Yeah,
up
that's
Moss.
His new home.
Because, I mean,
go.
yeah,
There you go.
just
Okay,
to
yeah,
just
scoop
keep
him
him in hand. Yeah.
Okay, great. So the goblins will come back into the room and then see you guys over there, and then they will spend the rest of their action to kind of run over and encircle you with their spears. So now you're kind of up against the wall with this, like, except for
Yep.
Theo, who ran away, up against the wall with these 6 goblins, like, all kind of pointing their spears, all jabbering at you. The gig is kind of up at this point, like, with tiny Al-Razim, right? Like, it's kind of... Yeah, you're not sure what they're saying. They don't have enough action this round to do anything aggressive, but they're just going to kind of threaten you. So it occurred to me that it's Moss's turn now, has 2 nat 20s. Do you want to? He wants to get out. He wants to fight. Do you want to let him out, or do you want to hold
I'll
on
let
to
him out. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then he will just and leap out. I am going to not gonna use it yet. I was gonna use it to break out of your grab if you tried to hold on to him. But he will throw himself at the lead goblin.
The old one. The new one is shelved.
Yeah.
because
So he
it's too
throws
powerful.
himself. The goblin. He hits actually. So he leaps out of your arms and like onto the side of the goblin's face, and it's just going to town with the claws. So that'll do a little bit of damage. And he misses with the bite. So give me a perception check, both Jrmi, Al-Razim, and Val.
10.
14.
Okay. You can see Al-Razim that he leaps onto the goblin's face and once again starts slashing furiously at it. But every time it does, it's almost as though, like, the second the wounds cross its face, the wounds close again. Like, something about, like, almost like physical damage doesn't seem to do anything to these goblins. So he's kind of like, whoa, trying to get the badger off, but he doesn't seem harmed by it. All right, that's Moss's turn. Jrmi, you are surrounded by these guys. What do you want to do?
Boy. Well, I don't have any spells left, and I only have this
Yeah.
rope, and Theodûir's not here. So
Well, when you pull it, do you just get transported instantly?
No,
I don't think that's how it
it's
works
like an
necessarily.
hour.
We like climb it and get into a little
Yeah.
pocket universe kind of thing.
Yeah, let me get the spell out. I,
think
don't have it.
you
on
could probably
me. I'll
pull it
grab
and
my
we
book
could get
and
it
I'll
ready,
look it up.
or
One sec.
yeah,
or not. I mean, you
I'm
can
gonna
just
use
wait.
my
My
last,
turn's next after you anyway.
my
so
D12 dice thing and heal. Well,
That
since
works,
We're thinking
yeah.
about it.
Good call.
I'm gonna come in there.
Back up to full.
And there hurls some fire.
I just used
What's
my
going on?
last D12 to heal for. A
Oh,
minute.
cool. Yeah, that's
Just in
smart.
case.
Looking at the rope.
What's your guys' dex? Do you guys save pretty well on dex?
Not great.
I have
No.
a +4.
Why are you asking?
Um,
I don't understand. What's
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even
I
if I
can do
miss it, it'd be
a
half
bonus
damage.
action to heal you a little. Or can I? Or is that the dice thing a bonus action? The healing.
no?
Yeah, it's
that's
free
not a
action.
bonus action. You're good.
Okay.
Um,
Let me do. Is it cure wounds? I always forget which one is bonus. Nope. Healing word.
okay, so here's how it works. It's an action. You touch a length of rope that is up to 60 feet long. One rope hangs in the air until the whole rope hangs perpendicular to the ground. At the upper end of the rope, an invisible entrance opens to an extra-dimensional space that lasts until the spell ends. It can be reached by climbing to the top of the rope. The space can hold as many as 8 medium or smaller creatures. The rope can be pulled into the space, making the rope disappear from view outside the space.
Attacks or spells can't cross through the entrance, into or out of the extra-dimensional space, blah, blah, blah. But it's 60 feet up, or it goes, like, up as high as it can, right, until it hits the ceiling. The ceilings in here are 20 feet tall. So you can climb it, but so can anyone can climb it, right? Once you're inside, you can pull the rope up to keep people from coming into it. And it lasts for an hour, but, yeah, and you still have to, like, climb up the rope, basically.
Which is not...
Oh, wait, it's not 60 feet long. I would say that it's you touch a length of rope that is up to 60 feet long. I think the rope that you have is 10 feet long. So it will go 10 feet, and then you can scramble up it. Pretty easy check, but you still have to do it. Yeah, that's how it works. So you've used your bonus action, and the healing thing is a free action. What do you want to do with your action? Anything?
I think I'm just going to ready it to pull that rope if Theodûir comes near here. But
wait, do we have all of our turns right now? Or did Moss, is he going last?
It's Jrmi, Theo, Val, and then Moss is at the end.
After.
So he'll go... The goblins will go before Moss, yeah.
I was going to say, if you pull it now, we could all just run up it. But...
Yeah.
You would have to get into the...
I have a way.
I guess,
I have a way.
I have it out.
I got an idea.
Yes, you do.
I got an idea. Huh?
Oh, okay. I mean, like, I have it out. I can... The only thing I have is, like, a club or a rapier, so...
You can climb up it, and then, like, I can follow you, and then he can do his business. But I'm going to get hit by his business, so...
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I guess I'll pull the rope.
No,
Yeah.
I might not be doing any of that.
Okay, great. So you take it out, and you kind of give it a tug, right, like that. Almost like a curtain. And then it, like, kind of goes sort of rigid and then hangs down. Boy, it's gonna
Keep
be
going,
sexual.
keep
You give it
going,
a tug, and
Timothy.
it gets kind of rigid. Don't give me that face. And it hangs and kind of like dangles a little bit off the floor like this. It kind of is more of a shower, I guess, than a grower.
Jeez Louise.
And then you can, it's there, and it's like kind of anchored in space. So if you want to try to climb it, you can. I would say with your move action, you can climb up there. Cool. So you kind of go up, and then you see there's like sort of traced in the like air above you is sort of a little like
Hatch.
Semi-invisible like hatch. Yeah, if you want to try to throw that open. Okay, cool. So you throw it open, and then Jrmi disappears from view, and we'll cover Jrmi what Jrmi sees next round. Theo, Jrmi is gone.
I want to run.
What do you want to do?
I want to cast Mirror Image. Vroom.
Okay.
I'll pull them all out.
Great.
And I want to try to run for that rope and jump in there.
Great. So all four of you guys go running.
Anime.
The one with his phone like quick sends a tweet and then puts his phone away. Right. Look at way he can run. Okay. So you're gonna just charge through the group of goblins.
Whatever I provoke, basically.
Two opportunity attacks from these guys. I'll say the one with moss on its face is too busy with moss, so it's speedy.
Remember, I get that displacement.
They have disadvantage. Yep. 14 won't hit you, I assume.
It does not. No.
Your AC.
So.
Okay, cool. So one miss. Oh yeah, the other one misses too. So they're kind of stabbing hectically about, but there's like almost 8 versions of you. Yeah, because you have the displacement and mirror image. So it's just this like baseball team of Theodûirs that like forms a wedge and runs through. Yeah.
They're all just giggling. They all have bee wings. They have the head of my father.
Oh God!
As well. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Great, yeah, but you can push your way through the goblins and grab that rope and then haul up. And similarly, Theodûir disappears inside. Val.
I really want to grab Moss and climb up this rope. How much will he fight me? Okay, cool.
You could do that.
Do you need a strength check or anything?
Great. I mean, you can.
Okay.
You do need a strength check. Yeah. You got to grapple him basically.
It's not gonna happen. I got an 8.
He fights you off. He's like, absolutely not.
What an idiot.
And he's just.
I'm leaving you behind, Moss.
So that's your action. You could take your move and climb up if you want, or you could stay here. It's up to you.
Did you climb up the rope?
I did, but
yeah, it's
I
just
assumed,
you, Moss, and this
you'd be
rope
able to grab
dangling between
Moss.
you.
I mean, it shouldn't be that.
I really shouldn't have been. I can't fight all of them off. I have to go up the rope. There's no way I can fight all of them off. Bye.
Awesome. So you try to grab Moss. It doesn't work, and then you go up the rope. Do you want to leave the rope dangling, or do you want to pull it up behind you?
I'll leave it to see if Moss can try.
Great. So
They can only come up one
you
at
go
a time.
inside.
I couldn't grab him.
That's like 8 attacks against Moss.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's the goblin's turn, and oh no, they're not going to do that. So, there's the guy with the moss on his face. There's 6 of them total. So then I will say that 2 more of them try to get at Moss with their spears. The other 3 are going to basically start to climb their way up the rope to try to chase after you. So the Moss stuff I'll resolve, but Val, you were the most recent person into this space. So I'll describe it real quick. It looks a lot like a tiny version of the disciplinary hall. Like, it's kind of a big circular room, and there's a bunch of desks, and there's a lot of posters that are like, "Did you get in over your head?" Right? Like, it's okay. Sometimes, everyone needs a safe place. Like, all these, like, very, like, cute, and there's, like, a lot of, like, textbooks and pamphlets about, like, what it's like when your party member, gets petrified or things like that. Like, things that they are guessing might have happened to you if you had to use this.
For real.
I think it's like,
and
all
there's,
the
like,
things
really
we've gone
soft,
through,
like,
basically.
music.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. There's, like, really soft, like, elevator, like, music. Like, and you're just kind of like, and it's, like, pretty well lit, but there's, like, one bulb that's kind of flickering. Like, no one's been in here in a while. I don't know why there's light bulb. But then there's a hatch on the floor in the center of the room and the rope that goes down it, and you can see that these goblins are starting to climb up. You can hear more of a fracas down below as Moss continues to fight. But Val, you were the most recently through. So as the first goblin comes up, you can try to make an attack against it if you want. Basically an opportunity attack. Go ahead.
Yes.
All the Theos are going to be like, "Where's Moss, Val?"
I don't know. Someone
All at
didn't
once.
grab him, and it wasn't me. Shit's going down. It wasn't me. Okay, I'm going to use.
It wasn't me.
Wasn't
actually.
me.
When I saw that goblin, it wasn't me.
They were on the floor. Wasn't me. I am going to cast Burning Hands down that rope at these motherfuckers.
Nice.
I'm saying you make
Okay,
dex saves.
great. Dex saves. Okay. There are 3 of them on there. What? 3 successes.
All right. Well, they're gonna take half damage anyways.
They take half, right? Yeah. Okay.
2 damage.
Okay. Great. So it's this guy, right? Mm-hmm. Burning Hands, and then Bezoars.
Of course. Bezoar.
Cool. So it flies down the rope, and you see them get kind of scorched. And then as they look back at you, they're kind of blackened, and all the burning just closes and knits back together. They seem almost impervious to damage. Okay. So then they will scamper their way up, and there are now 3 of them inside the extra dimensional space with you guys. You can hear all kinds of fracas and fighting down below. Moss is kind of getting, like, obviously
I have a
stabbed
question.
multiple times.
I have
Yes,
one
what's
more
up, Theo?
healing thing from Shadowner. Would I be able to just give that to Moss in some way? Can he just have
Yeah,
that?
absolutely. That's
Yeah,
a great
yeah.
use of it. And he also has 2 of his own as well. But yeah. So roll me a 1d12 and then add 2.
Okay.
Yep.
11.
Ooh.
Yeah.
11. Okay, cool. Sweet. He will take it. He needs it badly. Great. Awesome. So then it's Moss's turn. You hear more chaos and fighting down below. Moss is like, you can hear savaging and claws and teeth and these weird goblin sounds, but from your angle, you can't really see what's happening down there. There's some kind of a fracas is going on, but how successful he's being, you don't know. Jrmi, it is your turn. There are 3 of these weird upside-down-faced goblins inside the rope trick. What do you want to do? Oh, you would also get ascending, Jrmi, as well at the start of your turn. Report. And it's Balmus. He seems kind of urgent.
Can I reply now?
Yep.
Okay, I'm just gonna say,
yeah.
help, Moss is dying, goblins,
In our space.
lich, help.
Goblins lich help.
I'd like
Goblins,
can I also
lich,
drop
help.
my disguise? Like, is that a free act, or like, does that?
Sure, yeah, that's
I
fine.
don't want him to.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, he will. Basically, he can't do anything yet. Next round, he can. If he wants to send another sending, he can.
That's
but you
fine.
send him a reply. Great. What do you want to do?
Do you want to tell him we're in the space as well?
I feel like it was triggered somehow.
Yeah,
Like,
they
I feel like
know
they
as
would
soon as we
know.
like pulled it.
You get the sense that it happened almost immediately
So
as you
they
came
probably
inside.
know.
That you got he had like a message waiting for you. Yeah.
Can I send a message to Moss, but use kind of like persuasion somehow in it to just say grab the rope, like?
Yeah, sure. I would say animal handling.
Yeah,
He's
I was
in,
gonna
like,
ask
full
if he's
badger
like,
mode.
is he even trying to leave? Like, is he just
Probably
fighting?
not. No.
It doesn't seem like he is at the
6.
moment. How'd you do?
So
Yeah, you send it to him, and Yeah, you just still hear more
All right.
down there.
I guess could I just move away from the? Okay.
Yeah, the goblins. Okay, cool. Yeah, you want to like put some desks in between you and these goblins in this room? Okay, great.
Okay.
Theo, it's your turn.
I want to run back and jump down the hole. Can I just jump down with all my displacements?
Yep,
and all,
absolutely.
or all my.
I think you will provoke at least one opportunity attack because the goblins are kind of around the entrance. But yeah, you have all your shit. Yeah, they miss you.
See you later.
Yeah, you leap down. So you land, and you can see that there are the big goblin is standing there, and there's the two other goblins around, and Moss is kind of on the ground, like, and they're just kind of poking at him with spears.
Is he cornered?
He's, like, bloody, and none of them seem hurt. He's like surrounded by three of them.
So it's me. Is it me? The goblins.
Attacks.
Moss.
Yeah, it's like you came down the hole. Two goblins.
Great.
Moss.
Okay.
Big goblin.
Can I still move? Do I have any more move room?
You have
my movement.
about
Great.
half.
Can I move? I want to move to a place where I could cast a spell, and not shoot Moss.
Yeah.
And I also.
That's pretty tough because they're kind of around him. It depends on who you want to target.
I'll sacrifice not hitting one of them, I guess. I just don't want to hit Moss, but I want to hit.
Which one do you not want to hit?
One of the smaller ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the leader and one of the little guys.
And I'm going to cast Fireball.
Okay.
I'm gonna see. Maybe this isn't gonna do anything. I have no idea, but I'm still gonna look cool, and I'm gonna. So they make their saves. So it's a dex save. It'll be a thing where I drop down and I move and I'm like, "Hey, big guy."
You.
They all turn to look at you.
Yeah. Me? Are you sure you can handle all of this, big guy? And then.
Yeah. There's all 8 of you. Yeah.
And then this fireball will be hurled at them. Yeah.
Great. So I'll roll for the big one.
I love how this is like Theo's kind of
He
trash.
fails,
Hey, big guy.
and then the little guy
Nice.
also fails. So go ahead and give
Awesome.
me your damage.
I will do that.
Annihilate him.
That's 14 plus 25.
Yes.
Oh.
37. 36. Yeah. 36.
Brutal. So you, there's all 8 of you, right? And you cast the fire out, and it licks across the scene. And it's just orange fire. And then as it goes away, you see that the 2 goblins are kind of standing there. And then all the black goes away, and they
Really?
are
Okay.
unharmed.
Look
So-
badass.
It looked
It
cool,
did.
though.
It looked so fucking cool.
You look so cool.
All 8 of you.
Yeah.
And then that's all my.
And you were like so heroic, like you leapt down to Moss's
Well, then,
rescue.
as
That's
a
cool.
free action, I'll just try, or maybe persuasion to Moss. I'll just be like, Moss, come with me. We need to go, or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Do I have enough? Maybe.
Yeah, I don't
I've
think you
used
can
them
do it
all
as an
up.
action, but you.
Okay.
But yeah, but you can like say that for sure. Val, it is
I
your turn.
want to try
What do
to
you wanna do?
thunderwave these goblins back down the hole. Yeah.
Oh, that's
is it
cool.
Dex?
Good call.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so they make
Dex, I
saves,
believe.
right? I think it's DC 13 from your shield.
Yeah.
It's magic item, right? Maybe
I don't
15?
think you ever told me
I
that
forget.
DC actually. But we'll go with it.
Okay, we're
Cool,
gonna
I
say
like
it's
it.
15. We're gonna say it's yeah. A failure,
Nice.
and failure. So all 3 of them
Awesome.
go in.
Do I need to do damage or?
Yeah, you could. It's up to you. If you
I mean,
want.
it won't really matter, but I'm gonna roll anyway. It's 6.
Whoa!
6
Okay, cool.
damage.
So they go and they like bump into each other,
Yes.
3 Stooges style, and then
Excellent.
fall. And so Theo, you see blop 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 these 3. Oh, interesting. So Theo, you see them land, and you see when they land, they all take a little bit of damage, and it seems to be persistent damage. But they're kind of like getting up, like their back hurts, like
Gravity is their
right,
vulnerability.
yeah. But they took that damage.
Gravity. The
gravity
ancient
is.
enemy.
Of all goblins.
More ancient than the lichens.
So that was your action, Val. You're still in the chamber. What do you want? Is there anything else you want to do? You can move or do something else if you're.
I want to. I could do that. I want
Well,
to
we're good,
move
right?
closer to the hatch so that if and when these 2 come up, I want to be able to like help get them in faster. Yeah.
Pull them up. Cool. I'm into that. Great. So the goblins the 3 that are kind of like, hurt will sort of get up, and then the boss will start issuing orders. So they'll stay, the 3 that are around Moss will stay there and keep fighting Moss, but then the other 3 will move over towards you, Theodûir. These are the 3 wounded ones. That would have been a crit. Come on, man. They're just stabbing at you with their spears. They just can't. Yeah, they can't penetrate. 15 won't hit you, right? No, cool. Yeah, you're just invincible, right? They're just like, it's like a funhouse mirror for these guys. They're surrounded by Theodûirs.
I'm just teasing them the whole time, too. They're getting more frustrated, like, as they keep swinging.
My favorite is when you're like, sorry.
Oh, whoops. Sorry.
Yeah. Guess again. Yeah. It's just infuriating.
You've created a
so
monster.
Moss will...
Yeah. With this displacement robe.
So Moss is kind of surrounded, and then you see him like lower himself, and then he shoots forward and attempts to do a bull rush attempt to basically push past one of these guys to escape. So he will like knock the goblin off of its feet, whoa, like the shot that would be in the trailer, right? In the animated cartoon of this. Yeah, absolutely. There's a bowling pin noise, and he hits the ground, and then you see Val as you're looking down. He like bites his teeth onto the rope, and it's kind of like like swinging there back and forth down below. Because you came to rescue him, Theo. Jrmi, it is your turn.
I'm gonna also move over to the hole and grab. Yeah.
Before you do, sorry, real quick, you would get another sending. Basically like cannot confirm position. Where are you?
Good question. Okay. I'll. In room elevator music. Passive aggressive signs. Interdimensional rope.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Got it.
Elevator music.
Lich is there.
There was a dragon.
Not calming.
What do you want to do?
I want to stand by there and like also like grab onto the rope so that the ready in action to.
You can spend your action to pull him up
But
if you
Theodûir's
haven't
not
taken
on
an
it,
action
so I
yet.
want to wait.
Oh,
ready
when
it so that
Theodûir
when
gets
he's
there, I
we
gotcha.
can
Okay.
Hoist it together.
Okay. Cool. Awesome.
Great.
Theo, it's your
try
turn.
to run my way to the rope, I guess. Especially if I saw Moss has
Cool.
got his...
3 opportunity attacks. Yeah.
So let me know. If they hit
Nope.
me.
Nope.
Damn.
Nope. They just can't do it. They have like low attack, and then he's got a pretty
My
good
AC
AC,
is pretty
and they have
decent.
disadvantage.
Yeah.
Like it's just
This
not
is
gonna
perfect
happen.
storm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, once again, you just like basically it's just cloud of Theodûirs, and then when you leave, there's just like 3 goblins like exhausted and like
So confused and
like
frustrated.
what happened in there. But you can run
As
over
he grabs
and you can grab the rope.
he's like,
with
well,
your hand on
it was fun. We'll see you next time. Goodbye. And then it's like a...
And you're all like grappling for position on the rope, right? Like, that's not enough of you. Okay, so go ahead and give me a strength check, Jrmi, if you want to try to pull him. I will say both Val and
I want to try and
Jrmi
leave like
can
a
do
tiny
it
bit of the
if you
rope
want.
out there. I don't know if we can, just in case the Balmus finds us. We can be like there, but I don't know. That might be impossible.
Are you saying like in the space that he's in? Like in
23. Just in case anyone wanted to get back in there, since it's
Okay.
you know what I mean.
Where
Like,
they're-
to get you guys up. But.
So Theo, I think you put your hand on the rope and you're like, well, it's been fun, but like,
I don't even get to finish my,
Val, like,
my
tugs
cocky
himself
little...
As soon as I
no.
see his hand
Well.
like close on it, it's just like,
Well, it's been for...
trying to be
Go,
so
like,
cool.
straight up, and there's a huge dog pile, and it feels like it's going to be a bunch of people. Then you realize half of the
Yeah.
Theos aren't actually there, so it looks like it's a bunch of people, but it's actually only the 4 of you, right? Okay, great. You are inside. I'm going to say that was Theo's turn. Val, it's your turn. What do you want to do? The door is still open, and you can kind of hear
Yeah.
goblins like freaking out down
I slammed
below.
that hat shut.
Cool. You do a kick move, and it closes.
As we're all just laying on the ground panting. Just,
Well, that was fun.
Jrmi, you get another message. Not the rope trick. Where are you? Where is the... I mean, obviously you're in the... And then it gets cut off.
do you say that out loud?
Yeah, I'll probably. What? Wait, is it in my head? Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's in your head, yeah.
He doesn't understand.
Yeah.
Tell him the Lich's lair under the dragon blood chest room.
Well, we're all in this room now. Like
It's complicated.
It's complicated.
We're in an
Extra
extra-dimensional space in an
You
extra-dimensional
you can make an
space.
Arcana check if you want. Anyone could, but Theo is what I was assuming.
I got a 22.
Okay, great. Rope trick still, like, it is an extra-dimensional space, right? But, like, it is the only way to access the space is through that hatch. So the rope trick is meant to give you a place to hide until they can physically come and find you. So if they don't know where the hatch is, they can't get to you, right? Like, so they can maybe come get you, but without any knowledge of where the door is, right?
God.
Yeah, that's how it works. So if you were on the level you were supposed to be on, then it wouldn't be a simple matter of finding you. But
So
you are
after
not
an
on
hour,
that
does
level.
this room disappear? And we're just back in. Got
Correct.
it.
Yes. Yes.
Got it.
But it at least sends a signal that they know that you're in
Okay.
trouble. So they might be able to use other means to find you, but they may not get here in an hour,
Okay.
considering the
So-
fact that you are not where you were supposed to be, and you have no concrete idea.
Well, that's the
of
thing,
where
is
in
because
Sorcerer
we've-
you are.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, Thoraxicar. Lair, den,
It's Thoraxicar's...
lair,
Lair,
okay.
yeah.
Thoraxicar lair, bloodstone chest, extra dimensional space. How many words am I at?
I think we need to have like
You're fine.
24 words. So you could
Extra
do a
dimensional
sentence
space.
if you wanted to.
That's
Alrazim lair.
Alrazim is actually one word. 'cause
Yeah.
it's
Alrazim lair.
goblins at the
Goblins.
gate.
Jrmi doesn't
Goblins-
seem to understand that she can like have sentences. She keeps like,
What
clipping
is-
it, like,
So I would inform you guys that I saw the goblins take damage when they fell. They fell too. That was the only way that they got hit. I didn't really put together how we would damage them though. I don't know if you guys know.
Is
Yeah.
that bludgeoning, I guess? Because it's non-magical.
I don't know. We
Yeah.
could talk about it, but you're still in the
Yeah,
middle of this sending, so let's get this sending sent off, and then you guys can discuss. Anything else you want to say?
What else I can tell? I mean, like find Zarko's eye, I guess.
Well, we don't even. Yeah.
Okay.
Any of the information I can give him.
so there's like a 5-minute pause. What do you guys
Can
talk
we-
about in that 5
How long is the short rest? Is that an hour
An
or
hour.
2?
An hour.
An
Yeah,
hour.
we don't have time.
Well, I'm thinking you can prep Lehman's tiny hut, but I don't know what the dimensions of that would be.
I would say you have time. It's only been a couple of seconds that you've been in here, so I would say if you started
I'd
now
like
and rested
to
the entire
rest.
time.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You need your spell.
But I'm sorry.
well,
what is that?
yeah,
What does
we
a short
can't
rest give
use
us
spells
back?
You can spend hit dice and stuff.
It gives you. You can
Yeah.
spend hit dice, but I don't think it gives you any spells or
So
anything like
I mean,
that.
I'm already at full, but I think we can. if
I'm
anyone
basically
wants
at
to
full.
Spend hit dice right now.
Must be nice.
Moss
Yeah.
is a little dinged up,
Okay.
but it's up to you guys. I mean, he could rest if the rest of you
Yeah,
don't want
let's-
to. Right? You
fine.
don't all have to
Let him
rest.
Resting
rest.
doesn't. I don't have any spells, but I have everything else. Is
Let him rest. I've got 1, 2. Oh wait, I've got 1, 2.
So you can't even recover one.
I've got 5 spells and my cantrips.
So Theo, when you guys are kind of figuring out what to do, Moss will kind of like come over, like pad over, and be a little sad, and kind of like lay down next to you.
Theodûir next to me.
Now,
No.
Did I call you Moss? Sorry.
I was just
Theodûir.
saying Theodûir to confirm.
Yeah, he will come next to you, Theodûir. Yeah, and like kind of lie there, little tail kind of wagging a little bit.
Aw, you
Aw.
came to save your little buddy.
Don't get used to it,
You're
Moss.
the best of friends.
He like rolls over and kisses his belly.
Full on dog.
Yes.
No.
It's like, don't get used to it.
Yeah,
Just
uh-huh.
don't get used to it.
I'm gonna go to
You
the
were
zoo and be
lucky.
like,
Okay,
badgers.
5 minutes. 5 minutes later, you get a reply. That's fine. Everything's fine. Stay where you are. There's no reason to panic. Please don't panic. Whatever you do, don't panic. Is the reply you get, and it's like very calm. Yeah.
Is it possible to reply in all caps in my head,
I'm
screaming it?
You can. I mean, yeah, you can shout at him back, basically.
You
right,
can
yeah.
tell him too to like let us know when they're here so we can open the hatch back up since there's goblins right there. We're not going to until they get here.
They have to find us in an hour.
Yeah.
Well, those goblins aren't necessarily going to know what we just did or how that works.
It's true,
either.
they might leave.
They might just not even
Could
like.
leave. We can't
We
hear
can
anything,
hope.
No, not without. You could open the door and
Wait.
look back down.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that.
That's fine.
They're just right under the door.
Just monsters waiting. They
Upside down
figured it
face.
all out instantly.
They can hear
They're
everything.
gonna come back in an hour. We know
it.
it.
Says that it says that there's a a 3 by 5 foot window centered on the rope, so you can like
little
go and
peephole.
look down there if you want.
Oh,
Can
it's
they
a
see us?
people.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a people. You don't think so?
I'll give a look.
Make faces.
I'll
at him.
definitely look. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, absolutely. I'll look. So you guys peek over the edge, and you can see that the goblins are up on top of each other's shoulders, and they're like trying to get to the thing, and they're like it's just very wobbly, like, and you see like them kind of spill out and fall, and then the big one like throws his hands up and walks away like God.
Adorable.
Yeah. It's only been a couple of minutes, but yeah, this is their current attempts to get. So you think they can at least see the hatch still? Like it's still extant. It didn't
I
completely
see.
vanish.
So there is some kind
Yeah,
of
So you can see the hatch. They just
there's
can't
some kind of tell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is good for you because that means the professors can find it, but it's bad for you because that means
Kinda
the
know we're
goblins
here.
know where you
Yeah.
are, right. Yeah.
Well, this didn't work like I thought it would. Sorry.
I'll reply to Balmus, and I'll say, I'm sorry, Balmus.
I'm so sorry.
We failed
It's
you.
my fault.
Oh, Jrmi.
It feels like it is. Like she was the one that was like, this box.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
I'm not saying
It's my
not.
fault.
It's cute.
If anything happens, tell
To Odo, I'm the best.
families.
To Odo, I
I'm
win.
sorry. We are not panicking yet. We are junior adventurers.
Huzzah!
Cool. A minute later, you get just one reply: "Party above all."
Aww.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thomas.
sure,
Whatever.
man.
Fine.
You spent money on that, but
Yeah,
He did
paid the
spend money
charges.
on that. It was important to him.
Oh.
Uh,
I'm gonna
great.
spend
What
some
do you
hit
guys wanna
dice.
do? You have an hour.
So-
Okay, yeah. Anyone who wants to rest can. You don't have to sleep necessarily, but you can't do anything like strenuous. You couldn't be like shooting arrows at
guess
them
I'll
or anything
spend
like
one
that
as well. Might as well.
anybody want to play like cribbage or anything?
Okay.
Play what?
Back to full.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, they have some board games over there in the corner, but they're all like really old board. It's like Trivial Pursuit from like 20 years ago, and so you don't know
So
any
we
of the
still
people,
have-
like all the
I
references.
don't know who
to
Glorglax
Mackenzie.
is.
We still have 3 mysterious potions
Right, yeah.
as
Oh,
well.
we do still have some of those.
We do.
What was what album
We
did
have-
Glorglax
I have a Fire
release
Breath.
to much controversy?
remember my
in,
mom
you know,
talking about
in
him, but-
1519 of the Third Age,
you still
yeah,
have
or whatever
Fire
it is. Like
I gave her my fire breath. I think she used it though.
everyone. Has
I
the
still
Fire
have
Breath
mine.
Still.
You used it.
I thought we only used one.
I mean, look,
She used hers and I gave her mine too.
Yeah, I think we only used one.
but I
you
don't
have-
think I used
oh,
the
okay.
second one.
So then
yet.
I'll
I
give you
think-
mine.
Yeah,
So then you'll have
'cause
2
I just
fire
wanted it.
breaths.
Yeah.
So that would be like something.
And I have the ram ring.
Then you have the ram ring.
I have 2 more uses on it.
Oh, let's figure out what this. So I'll try to. Yeah, they got hurt when they fell on the ground. I saw it. I saw the pain. They didn't heal.
It's all the delicious pain.
Okay, so I tried to hit them with Thunderwave and that they healed from that. They healed from the fire.
They healed from your sword.
They healed from the scratches from moss. I didn't hit them with my sword actually.
That's all like
You
slashing.
didn't.
I didn't. No, I just Thunderwaved them.
I feel like
And burned
radiant
them.
might
I
do
licked
something.
them with
It probably
fire, and they did not. They did
Literally
not.
licked them.
Why'd you have to
Not
say
fire.
it like that?
I scorched their putrid flesh,
From their bones.
It felt good.
so good.
and the power coursing through
His
me.
eyes start getting darker and darker.
Your veins popping out on your forehead.
It did nothing.
His orb gets like black smoke into it.
They will taste my oblivion. Yeah, just
It's like
horrible.
death monologue as we're all sitting in the corner just like playing solitaire.
It's an hour long. Yeah, it takes the entire hour. and
We
then
don't
the
get
thing
any
just-
rest.
But when they
because we're so
fell, they
exhausted
hit the
listening
ground. They
to
took
the
some
story.
damage. I swear. So is that bludgeoning? Is that
I
like
think it's
blunt-
bludgeoning because
blunt
the like
weapons?
nails.
You guys could make Arcana checks. You could make nature
24
checks with-
18
Arcana.
Arcana.
Okay.
Yeah, I got 18 too. All right.
There is
sword.
obviously some kind of magical effect. So it's tough to tell with these guys because you can't understand anything
Yeah.
that they say. But whenever you would deal damage to them, you're now remembering that they would kind of like say something that would then sort of cause their wounds to close. So you think it might be? Do you remember? It's not this exactly, but it reminds you of a particular episode that some of you may have seen, but definitely doesn't exist, in which you guys encountered some Modrons, and one of these Modrons had sort of a time travel ability that allowed it to sort of rewrite time. You don't think it's time travel here, but the way that guy worked when you fought him was that if he took multiple hits per round, he could only basically reverse one of them. Right? So you don't know how this creature works, but you think that the fact that it got hit by the thunder wave and then fell meant that it took the falling damage, but not the thunder wave. So it's almost like your shield ability, Theo.
It has
was
some
able to
kind
put that
of
up once,
shield.
and then when it got hit again, yeah. So like every round or every turn, it might be able to do that once, right, to protect itself. But if you can hit it twice in the same round, then you might be able to
gotta
damage
stack
it.
damage.
I can do that.
You also have a sense with your, I'll say, who got the highest?
Yeah, it's like 24.
You did, I assume. They have like an aura around them that a lot of undead have. They're not undead, but they have kind of a necrotic aura. It makes you think that it's something about, like, you think, you got 24, something crazy? You think healing magic would hurt them.
Right.
You think that they would be susceptible to healing, but would be healed by damage, is basically
She
what
doesn't have any more spells.
I know.
suss out.
You used to play a character that did divine magic all the time, and it never mattered.
It never mattered.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't think it's that.
Radiant.
You don't think it's
That's
radiant
it,
that
my
they're. But you don't think it's that. Radiant damage is still a type of damage. You think this is like actual casting a healing spell or
On
using a
them would
healing
damage
effect
them.
on them would actually hurt them.
Oh god.
They're sort of
Gotcha.
like backwards goblins.
It's a bummer. You don't have any of your heal spells.
No.
Don't.
Okay, great. Well, that's
We have a heal
all I
potion,
know.
don't we?
I gave it to Moss.
Oh, right.
Well,
Potion.
potions,
One of the potions?
right? You have the effects.
Yeah.
Those aren't effects. Do you guys?
Oh,
have any
no, I don't
healing
think so.
Potions?
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I used.
Okay.
We had 3, I think, right? Didn't we?
think.
We used those like right away.
Yeah.
I think
we
like the
did
first
that, yeah.
session we used those healing potions up. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just drank them like
Like,
Gatorade.
fine,
Oh
we'll
god,
have
this
this
tastes so
fast.
good. Is there any more? Is there any more of that healing potion?
I need my electrolyte.
Oh, it's so good.
Well, I can't finish
stop.
this. I'm just going to pour it on this plant nearby.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Pour down the drain.
I don't
I
wanna-
can't.
It's kind of like room temperature now, so I'm gonna just pour it down.
Oh no. All the magical energy is just like.
Oh no, that got me so much. I don't think
fine.
I'm fine. This like beautiful life-giving
We're, like, bleeding,
essence, like,
like-
and then later like, Jrmi, don't you die on me, right? Like
Bleeding out,
blood.
spear to the chest.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I liked how casual.
Yeah,
like,
spear to the
bleeding
chest.
out, spear
Whatever.
Spear to the chest. Jrmi just impaled.
It's
I'm
just
a
Tiniest
kebab.
one of us all. If only I drank the lukewarm.
So I'll say about half an hour's passed. You guys are
Oh
still
my
resting.
god.
What do you want
Well,
to
can we check in on the goblins?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. There is a ladder that they have gotten, and they are attempting to balance it against the hatch, but because the hatch is in the air, like they can't like find a good catch. So they're like wobbling it back and forth, and like one guy is holding it, and then somebody else is going up, and then when he gets halfway up the ladder starts to like go back and forth like this. And you can't hear them, but it's all like chaos. And the ladder goes down, and the hobgoblin like
Walks away.
again and walks away. Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
He throws spear in frustration.
Dun, dun, dun.
The
head goblin's Larry David.
To play.
It's played by Larry David. Yeah.
With an upside down face. Oh my god.
Rope trick. I don't know why you got it. What's it for?
Let's try this ladder.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just saying, it's just rude. It's rude. Go up with a rope trick. It's rude. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Anything else you guys want to do for your second half an hour?
Cry in the corner. We can't
Let's
get
see.
out.
So I wonder. I feel like the teachers are not gonna come.
It's gonna be so
They're
hard for
not
them to
gonna
find
make
us.
it, I
Maybe
think.
I think it will
we're
take
in
us
a
more than an
strange
hour.
dimensional space.
I think maybe can we try to plan like let's keep looking out this window and plan a good opportunity to maybe leave without them knowing if that comes up.
You could just like keep looking out the window and waiting for them to leave.
I mean, maybe they won't leave. Maybe they'll keep their eye on that hatch the whole time. But maybe if there's an opportunity where there's like I don't know, less of them or something like that. And then we go down and fight whatever we can and then hide or something. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Oh, I hear. Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of some reason, because otherwise we're just going to be
Yeah.
forced to go down at some time, and that
Yeah.
might be a bad time to go down,
Yeah.
you
no,
know?
I hear what you're saying. Like a good time that could catch him off guard. Or something.
Yeah.
Do we want to try to get back into the main chamber that we hopped down into, because nothing could get through that door until we opened it?
Well,
So if we
it
can,
was
like,
fortified,
the
and then
wizard's
I rammed
lab?
it, and it doesn't quite fit
that's
on the
true,
hinges
it's not on the
anymore.
hinges
But we
anymore.
can maybe like
Doesn't quite
barricade
Prop
it.
stuff.
There is
Yeah.
another room like that as well that you haven't been into and have not fucked up the door of. You just don't know what's in there.
We could try.
There's a couple chambers actually that you haven't explored in the skull. So the middle, there's 3
Yeah.
teeth of the skull. The middle tooth is the hallway, and there's a tooth to either side, which is a chamber. There's the triangle-shaped nose chamber you haven't been into. You were in the right eye. That's the wizard's lab. You have not been in the left eye yet. So most of the skull
Could
you
just
haven't
get to, like,
explored
the
as
nearest
far as.
room and try and like
And try to
get
close the
behind a
door.
door and barricade it at least or something.
Okay, that.
Yeah. Well, also, we know how to fight these goblins, though, too. So...
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, I don't have any bludgeoning weapons,
Stacking.
you guys.
No, remember, it's not
We're just
about that.
stacking
It's
damage.
about...
Oh, that's stacking
You have to
damage.
hit
That's
them.
right. That's right.
You have to
yeah,
just
yeah,
hit them once, hopefully, and then that brings their shield down, and then they can take more damage.
And I
Real
have extra
damage.
attack on every turn, so.
There we go. So...
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I can try to do the ram ring down and like just
It's like bludgeon
see how
into
many
the
I
ground.
can get as one thing from up here at least
Mm-hmm.
as like kind of a ranged something, or the fire breath
Right.
down at them before we lose, because I think we'll have the height advantage at least, so we could like just send attacks down at him maybe. I don't know.
Give me an insight check, Jrmi, specifically, because you've used the fire breath before.
Mod 20.
The fire breath is a bonus action. So if you can do the fire breath and then an attack or something on your turn, not only will it, do whatever, but that one of the two will get through,
Yeah.
if that makes sense, right? Because you're trying to find ways to hit
Right.
more than
Yeah.
once in a turn,
Yeah.
basically. So anything that's a bonus action, Val with her 2 attacks is great. Like anything like that, twin spell, something that you can put 2
Yeah.
things on one person.
Yep.
That kind of stuff. But big AOE's might have like blast effects, but fire breath on its own
Right.
isn't going to do anything.
Right.
It's not going to push them. Right. Like. Yeah.
So I think while we have like this height advantage, we can try and take advantage of that.
Cool.
Great.
I want to keep looking out the window.
Okay. At a certain point, the goblins will kind of all leave. They'll kind of be talking to each other, and then one of them will kind of nod, and then 5 of them will leave, leaving just one of the goblins kind of like sitting there and like looking up at the thing, and he kind of like sits down on his butt, like looks around, takes out his phone.
I mean, they have Skype here, so click, click,
Yeah.
upside down base.
Like with the rope trick, right? Like this.
Oh,
like,
no.
He's got an app, so it flips his face up the right way.
the right way
how
on Snapchat.
weird.
Yeah.
Totally like throwing
Looking
it.
weird.
Yeah. Yeah. Hashtag like minion life or whatever he posts to Instagram, right? Like, hench life. Yeah.
Can we start?
But he just sits there he's there for a couple of minutes of just sitting by
Well, that
himself.
doesn't seem good.
As soon as I see everyone leave, I want to pop open the hatch and try to shoot him with arrows.
Let's ambush him. Yeah.
Do it.
They're
Yeah.
definitely
Shoot
not
him.
hiding to the side or anything.
Definitely not. Nope. Okay, first one's a 15. Second one's only an 8.
Okay, so the first one will hit. So you fire an arrow down, and it hits him, and he's like, and he will. But again, as the arrow goes in, it sort of closes and pops the arrow back out, and then your other arrow hits the ground. He will pick up a spear and try to hurl it up through the opening at you. I don't think so. 17. So do you want to hit your armor? Or do you
I
want
want
to
to
close
close the hatch, yeah.
the hatch? Cool. So you close the hatch and like snap. The spear snaps against it as it closes. And he like goes over, and picks up his spear, like
They're just teasing me now.
like
What
sits
a
down and
bad
seems
day.
upset about it. Yeah. Yeah. Takes a picture of the spear, like
Selfies it.
right back on Insta. Yeah. Great. What do you want to do? But he seems unhurt by that arrow.
Should we just go down there and kill him and leave?
I guess.
If we want to. It depends how much time it'll take, but yeah, because we can like ambush him as quickly as we can and then like run to another room.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
what I'm
well,
thinking.
his spear's kind of broken, so I guess I kind of want to open the latch and like look out.
Sure.
Okay. Sure. and he like points like.
I'm just gonna do a perception check.
Yeah, it seems kind of
Okay.
seems fishy. to
A
me.
4. Anyone else? Wanna try?
I'll check it out.
It's hard without like falling out. It's like hard to get your head, and your hair maybe comes down in your face, and so like you can't really see
Just
anything.
look weird.
I love the idea that we're all like circled around the hatch, just like, hey, oh, just kidding,
Yeah.
hey.
I'll
Try again.
He's just like he's just staring at us.
Yeah, he's kind of like he's like pointing away to an area like from because you're above. He's like pointing off. So unless you want to like crane your head out and make a perception, you can't really see what he's pointing at. Something in the larger chamber.
He's trying to get us to look at something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hold it up and I'm gonna shoot a spell at him.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot right.
I think like hold on, I'm gonna
Shoot this.
I got it.
Hold it up.
right, like yeah.
I'm gonna shoot Ray of Frost
God.
on this guy.
Okay,
Go
for it.
Let's see what he does. Sorry, my papers.
God, Cody.
Oh, it's a nat 1, so I didn't miss it.
Okay.
Nothing happens.
I
Yeah.
miss. Yeah.
It just hits the ground near him and he at you, but his tongue is on the top of his head, right? So it's really weird and it's upside down. And then you see him like kind of clap his hands and he scoots away and you see the goblins return and they are carrying a trampoline, like one of those little tiny trampolines.
This is their brilliant plan.
And then when they see that the hatch is open, they drop the trampoline and out come the spears and they're going to start to throw them up. So I'll say there's one coming towards you, Theo, because you were the one firing. No, it's a horrible miss. So I think the spear flies into the room, like, woo,
Right,
past
one of the
you.
really
Clang,
bad
clang, clang, clang.
posters.
Do you want to keep the hatch open, or do you want to close it?
I guess, right?
Yeah, let's wait till they get under it.
Okay.
And then we can try one of our, like, I can fire and ram them.
You have about like 15 minutes left before the thing goes away. I think there's maybe even like one of those like old school
Course,
clocks
yeah.
right in the room that has the cage across it, you know, like in like a public high school to keep you from tampering with it. Okay, great. So yeah, they go and they set up the trampoline underneath, and they're getting ready to like obviously position themselves to like bounce up. Like a couple of them are like bouncing on it to see how high they can get towards the hatch, but they can't quite reach it because it's just a little too high. It's one of those like athletic trampolines, so it's not big enough to really go very far. They're just kind of
Like 5 feet in
leaping
the
up
air.
and pushing each other the way. Like, no, I'm gonna do it. They
I love
can't
how
quite
so
reach
many
it.
of the baddies are just adorably horrible. They're just like,
Yeah, they're just.
Zarka's eyes are
And they'll
like,
still kill you. And yeah. What's the
Okay,
plan?
well, if they're all crowded down there, I think
So
we
then
can
I'll-
try and...
Just start
Do the-
blasting them.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yes.
Okay, if you guys want to like each ready some kind of an attack, you can throw the hatch open and then just like unload
Yeah.
your shit.
I would like to take
on
a
them.
fire potion and ready breathing that. And
Okay. Cool. So you want to ready breathing that, and then do you want to do something
Ram
else as well? Cool.
I want
Val,
to
what do you want to ready?
attacks.
Cool. Theo, anything you got that you can hit
Yeah,
one target with 2 attacks?
I will do.
Okay, cool.
I do Scorching Ray
Go for it.
because that's like 3 rays of
makes
fire that I could hurl at.
And you can hit him on
I could do
one
one target or
yeah.
multiple targets. Yeah.
2 on 1
Yeah,
or
whatever.
something like Okay. Great. So then
I'll go last, that's
Moss.
Yeah. Is that alright?
Okay, sure. Moss will take the rope and he will kind of like start to try to tie it like around himself. But he like obviously can't do it very well. You think he's trying to like cinch it around himself that way he can jump out
Yeah.
on the rope,
That's clever.
right? But he's like having a tough time tying it, and then he kind of like looks over piteously like,
Help.
yeah.
"Someone
Can
help
we
me tie
help
this
him
to
tie
myself."
I'll help him.
Okay.
I don't.
Yeah, if you'd like to. He has 2 attacks per round, so he could hit a guy if he
Yeah.
can get the hits.
Would
in,
we be
right?
able to like pull them up
But it's up to
safely
you,
if
if
we
you-
have to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Exactly.
exactly. That's the idea. So then you
Alright.
could yank him back in, right? Just like bouncing on the rope.
Doing.
Yeah. Okay. So let's just go in the order that you wanted to go last, though,
Yeah.
right, Theo?
If that's okay.
Okay. Cool. So you want to go Jrmi, Val, Theo,
Jrmi,
Moss.
Val, Moss, Theo, right?
Or yeah.
Cool.
Does it matter?
Oh yeah. Sorry. I'm just so used to
It's
putting
true.
Moss on the bottom
Every time.
every single time. Oh, I realized we just blew through our break. Do we want to take a break before we maybe do
I'm
this?
down.
Like everyone's ready to go
Yeah.
and then cut to commercial? Yeah, cool. So you won't know the difference, audience, but we will be back for us momentarily. And we're back. We were not talking about sexual fetishes.
Super freak.
Whose
super
turn?
Freaky.
So we're starting with Jrmi. You guys, so, like, we start with the hatch getting thrown open. There's a goblin, like, in the air, like, and then everyone's ready to actions all go.
I don't actually know how the fire potion works. I can't remember. I'm sorry.
I think it's basically like
I was so ready to get. I have to go get my.
Okay, we're gonna take a break, you guys.
Dungeons and Dragons.
I'll just put the little
up.
I don't know if you guys watched through those, but I like when the first time we brought those up, I like to put those in and like elevator
that's
music,
funny.
and then it got
Get
shorter
it
and
out of my
shorter
chest.
throughout the episode.
Get it off of your chest, Timothy. Tell us. You're not even listening.
Couldn't hear any of it, so I don't care. If that's a veiled criticism about me, I won't hear it, and I won't.
Actually, I said
respond
get it
to
off your chest, Timothy. Tell us all about it.
Oh yeah, okay. I was thinking about. I recently started rewatching Arrested Development with my fiance. She's never seen it, so we went back to like season 1, and there's some like.
There
some gold
really
in there.
is. It's so
it's a
cleverly
good show.
written.
Because there's a new
Yeah.
season where I was like, what? New episodes? So yeah, I'm like, I gotta start over. Potion of fire breath. Where is it? F. The target makes a DC 13 Dexterity saving throw, taking 46 damage on a failed save and half as much damage on a successful one. The effect ends after you exhale the fire 3 times or when 1 hour has passed. Cool. So, all right. So I will say that they are all within range because they're all kind of huddled around the trampoline. And then there's the one in the air. Start with the big guy. He
Big
succeeds. The next guy succeeds. The next guy succeeds. What?
You're cheating.
He is. He's
No,
always
I'm
cheating.
not. 2 of them failed.
Great.
2 of them. The last
Okay.
2. So 2 of the guys on the ground. I'm
Sorry,
sorry.
Jrmi.
But they take. So roll me 4d6 damage.
7.
7. Oh, but here's the deal, though. They all take the damage. So they are all of them use their thing to heal up. So now they're all fair game
that's
to be
great.
hit, right?
That's
Once you
good
do
then.
that once. Yeah,
That was
because
gonna
you're all
happen
stacking
regardless.
them.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure.
Okay, cool.
Right.
Great. So you blast them with the fire, and they all get kind of
Yeah.
scorched. The guy in the air, like exhales a little cough, like a cartoon. But then it all like kind of repairs itself. Now is your action.
I'm hoping we have a moment where like they sarcastically smile at me, so that I can like sarcastically smile at them and then like punch down.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Do you want me to do against each one of them, or just one that blankets all of them?
Let's do it against. I guess how does it describe? Is it a cone or a? Is it one target?
Uh,
I think it might be one target actually.
I don't know. It just says
You might
one
have to
action,
pick a
60
dude and
feet. I'm not
blast
sure.
him.
So
So let me look.
It's like we didn't do our research or something.
It's
What
like
were you doing on the break?
Jeez
Jeez
Louise.
Louise.
On you. Yeah, target one creature you can see within 60 feet of you. So you could blast one of these
I feel like
dudes
though,
if
if you get this
wanted.
one that's in the air, you could probably ricochet into another one.
sure. Well, yeah. I mean, I picked the one that's the closest to it anyway. So I'll go for
Yeah.
that dude. 18.
Cool. Yes, give me
You
one.
got it.
It's you want to spend one
Just one
charge?
charge. I only have 2 left, so I don't.
Okay. 2d10.
8, and he's pushed 5 feet.
Okay, so here's what I want to have happen, if that's okay with you. So he's in the air, and then you like ram him, and he goes down, and he hits the trampoline, and then he goes up, and he shoots through the hatch, and hits the ceiling of the room, and then he kind of like starts to fall, and he's basically gonna be in this like up and down, right? Like the entire, he's dead. Like he hits the ceiling, and he's destroyed, and he's just bouncing throughout the rest of these ready to actions as he falls and hits the
Sure.
trampoline. and goes back
Oh
up.
God!
That lightens the mood.
So he's so he's like splat against the ceiling, and he's starting to kind of peel off the ceiling when Val can take her turn.
Cool. All right, 2 longbow attacks. First one's a 14.
Are you shooting at anyone in particular? Just some of the guys on the ground, presumably. There's the big dude as well. You could shoot the big dude, but
I'm gonna aim for just one of the little dudes.
okay, yeah, got it.
First one's
Shoot at one of them.
14. Second one's a 21.
14 will hit. Give me the damage.
First 3 and then 9. So 11 total.
Cool. Yeah, you kill the first
Nice.
guy that you shoot. Yeah, and they kind of fall. He falls back with 2 arrows in his chest. Cool. And then we are on to, and then the goblin peels off the ceiling and falls past you, back down onto the trampoline, and the trampoline like buoys to accept it. Theo, it's
I'm
your
gonna
turn.
cast.
Oh, you want to go last, right? You
Oh,
wanted
sure,
Moss
yeah,
to go
yeah.
next.
That's fine.
Before Theo.
That's
Okay,
fine.
cool. So Moss will like leap down and into the hole, and it just starts swinging around like a flail with a badger tied to it, just it's going mad. He's going for the big dude because they have
Yes,
relief.
correct.
Sure.
There we go. So he'll get him with the teeth.
Teeth like.
There we go. He's not gonna kill him, but he will. Yeah, cool. Good work.
Good
buddy.
job,
Oh,
Moss.
buddy.
So he doesn't kill the guy, but he does damage him pretty
boy.
severely. He's just flailing around on the end of the rope.
Great.
Theo, it's
I'll
your
peek
turn.
my head out there, and I want to cast Scorching Ray. How many of them are there right now? 4 or 5?
So there are 2 that are dead. There were
So there's
6.
4.
There are 3 left. One of them is injured. The big boss is injured, and 2 of them are uninjured.
Great. I'll make it. I'm gonna up it to a 3rd level spell and make it 4 rays instead of 3.
Cool.
And
Smoke 'em.
should I hit all of them or should I focus fire?
Hit all of them.
I think hit
Yeah,
one
One each,
if you
right?
can,
Just go.
do
All
it.
right.
They've all
Yeah.
taken at least half damage. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Hopefully I can do some more.
Annihilate the motherfuckers.
Alrighty. So I'll just roll here. It's I gotta add.
We'll start with
Cool.
the big boss and then go down.
That is probably not a 13.
A 13
Oh.
Oh, buddy.
That's a 17.
Yep.
15. And then a
Yeah.
23. Does that get it?
Yeah.
Got him. That's all of them, right?
Yeah.
Give me damage on all 4.
So it's just 1 roll for all of them. Okay.
Yeah, we'll just do that. That's easy.
That's gonna be 8 damage on all of them.
Okay.
Because it's spread out, so
Yeah.
as opposed to it being
Yeah,
focused.
that's fine. Describe.
What? So
Yes.
the other dude falls through the hole, and as he's falling through, like they see my silhouette standing over, and then the
Eyes red.
fireballs come out, and they just hurl through the air.
Yeah.
Impale them. Yeah, kind of a thing.
Like laser.
Yeah, they hit them and
Oh
they're
wait,
like
they're scorching rays.
burn
Sorry,
out
they're
from the
scorching rays, not
inside.
fireballs.
Yeah. Well, that's
They're-
fine.
They're
Oh, it's
the
those lasers, right?
So
Yeah.
it's the yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And they're just like carved up like meat, right? Like
Yes.
and they fall into like a horrible smoking pile. And then the body like onto the trampoline. Moss like kind of stops swinging. Great, and we are out of initiative, such as it was. Cool. There's a horrible heaping pile of burning goblin
Yeah.
bodies
Cool.
all around you. But you can descend.
Yeah, I climbed down and untie Moss.
Okay, cool.
I
Great.
too will descend.
I'll descend as well. Yeah.
Great.
You take the rope
sweet.
with? Is
It's
that
still
how it
there.
works, or-
I think it's a one use.
It stays there for about 15 minutes, and then it will basically fall and become
So
an
that's
inert
it.
rope.
We're done with the rope.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's there. You got 15 more minutes if you wanted to go up
But
there.
we
or
can't
do something
reuse it
up there,
basically.
but
Yeah, it was a one use thing.
Oh
No.
cow. Okay.
yeah, it's
I
totally-
mean, does that space like still exist after we exit it? Like, can we leave a message on the chalkboard or something?
that's a great question.
I guess I would just in case.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. What do you write on the chalkboard?
Jrmi's traveling circus was here.
You spend 14 minutes like drawing it to make it look
It's
really
so
cool.
pretty.
Like right before
So
it would
pretty.
disappear.
Oh, I mean,
right?
I want to write
yeah,
like
it's really
other
cool.
like a little recount of what happened with like an apology. I mean, like
You
I
should
don't
maybe
know.
try to allude
maybe
to what we
maybe
planned.
you
to do.
like
Yeah, like
and so
we're
they
gonna
Go
can
hide in another room.
if they somehow
I think you start to draw it too elaborately and like we gotta go and then like, okay and then like the rest of it's kind of like
Yeah.
scribbled in so it's like
Just so
half
beautiful.
really cool and like you were doing like shooting stars around Jrmi's Adventure Circus and like Jrmi
we got
come
wrap
on.
it up.
Right? So what do you say specifically?
I just want to like a lot of what I said to Balmus already, like that I clipped to him, but it's just like here's what we
Uh-huh.
did. sort of. Like, we put a
Sure.
box in the bloodstone chest, and then the lich appeared, and we fought him, and then now we're stuck in his lair, and we don't know where that is. Bloodstone chest. Dragons.
It's just rambling.
Love
Hashtags.
Jrmi.
Love Jrmi. Big cursive. Cool, because you were just taught cursive and you think it's really important. And it's
Yeah,
how
you're gonna use
everyone
it for your
writes.
whole life.
That's how adults
yeah.
write.
For
Yeah.
your whole life.
Yeah.
We won't abandon writing,
At all.
in fourth grade.
fourth grade,
And just
yeah,
move to
uh-huh,
computers and typing and
And texting.
yeah.
It's important.
Cursive jokes. That's my kryptonite, man. I love jokes about cursive. Okay, so you guys have descended down, and then the space will sort of disappear, and the rope will drop down and coil on the ground, and it is an inert length of 10 feet
Great.
rope.
Snatch that up.
You're back in this chamber. There's you like land on the trampoline and you bounce a little bit. There's like goblin viscera bouncing with you, right? As you do that. Yeah.
Nasty.
Alright, I guess we could pick
okay,
a
what
room
do you
to
wanna do?
barricade in.
Yeah, do we
I
want to go
can't
to the
cast
other
my hut
eye?
until we relax.
Until we rest for 6
So
hours.
yeah, there's the other eye. There's
Gonna
the
barricade.
Yeah.
the nose, and then there's the two like teeth, and then there's the hallway that goes down.
I feel like the nose might be a dangerous spot.
The nose might be a dangerous spot.
Yeah.
What? There's that one room we haven't explored, right?
There's
a
the
couple
eye, and
rooms
then there's the
we
two teeth.
The eye, the two teeth, and then like the hallway.
All the nudie,
and the
goblins
nudie
came
drawings
down.
are in there.
Which is through the teeth, basically, right? Like it's
Yeah.
in the middle.
Center
Yeah,
tooth.
right. So
Yeah.
it's the two teeth, and then one of them is
Yeah.
the hall
Middle.
that goes down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just. I say we try to find a room that we barricade and like hold up in there and rest for 6 hours before
Good
we really
plan.
before we really move on. You know
Yep.
what I mean? Like, because you don't have any spells.
I don't.
No.
I'm almost out of mine.
Yeah.
I'm good on health, but like that doesn't
you
matter
need
much.
spells,
You know?
yeah.
I need spells.
Do we want to do the eye or one of the
We can
teeth?
check out the other eye, maybe.
It's
It
gonna
could be like another lab or something.
Which room has like the most fortifiable door that we can see, or are they all the same?
All the doors in this area are the same door. It's that brass like
the screaming door when you
thing,
open.
right?
I mean, I say
the
we just
screaming
like
door,
peek
yeah,
in the
uh-huh.
other eye.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, great. So you can go over there and crack it a little bit and peek in. So it's the same dimensions as the wizard's lab, but it's kind of set up the same way. It's like wooden benches and stuff. But it is like this awful, like noxious, like formaldehyde smell kind of hits you the minute you open up. It smells like a morgue in here. Give me a perception to see what you see.
I see everything.
Yes, you do.
Oh,
She
God.
doesn't
Oh,
even
she
have to open the
cracked.
door.
Oh yeah, she did.
Great. So you can see these benches. We'll say Jrmi's like the one peeking in. And there's a what's kind of horrifying about it is that like hanging on hooks, kind of like slabs of meat all throughout the room, are like hunks of creatures, like basically monster parts. So you see like a lot of them are goblin parts, and they're kind of like there's like a goblin torso and like goblin legs, and you see like a goblin head. But you see all kinds of other parts of different sorts of creatures. Like it's not clearly like a trophy room. It looks like it's almost like a meat locker or something, but there's like organs are like strewn up like decorations all around the place. There's like an operating table in the center of the room, and like lashed to that operating table is a goblin, but it's been cut open, and you can see a lot of its organs are kind of being moved around inside of its body. You could also see that its face is currently like half cut off, like he's in the process of whatever. Presumably Al-Razim is in the process of like taking off the goblin's face, and so he's like clearly in the throes of working on it. You also notice that like back up, there's like an alcove back up against one wall, kind of where the Sphere of Annihilation was in the corresponding room. And as you creak the door open, you see something steps forward out of the alcove. It's tall. It's like the size of a grown-up to you, right? And it has like a horrible like owl bear's face that kind of comes down like this, but it's like half stitched together. And then it has like you see one of its arms comes out. It's like a hook horror arm. And then a bunch of like bug tentacles, kind of bug like legs on this side, and it like staggers forward on this like serpenty type tail. Like it's this awful like stitched together Frankenstein's monster of other monsters, and it's like like moving out towards you, still across the room. But as you crack the door open, it obviously hears you and starts to move forward.
Nope.
What do you do, Jrmi? Yeah. Yep. Nope. Yeah. Okay. Great. So what?
No?
Let's not talk. Let's run.
All of my nightmares in one thing.
Oh God.
Yeah, pretty bad. Pretty bad. What do you guys want to do instead of that one?
Okay, so we had the nose and the 2 teeth in the hallway.
Yep.
So who wants to do it today?
Well, I picked the other eye, so someone else.
Theo?
We can pick one of the teeth because you wanted to avoid the nose, right?
Yeah, honestly, though, now I'm thinking it might be his bedroom because I just don't know anymore.
Who knows?
Topsy-turvy in
Who
this
knows?
shit all.
Maybe
Yeah.
he doesn't sleep. He doesn't probably.
It's true, he is a lich.
Yeah.
He just sits around and has sexy phone calls and eats popcorn all day.
Cotton
Sounds
candy.
great.
Apparently.
I want to be a lich.
Yeah, right? What do you want to do?
One of the two?
Sure. Yeah.
Me too, you say, staring off into the distance. I hear you, man.
So we want to go right or left?
Lich life. Let's do left.
Yeah, which of the teeth?
Left of the hallway?
Left two.
Cool.
Left?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Theo, your
Great.
turn to open the door.
Okay.
So you want to open the door this time, Theo? Cool, give me a perception if you can.
It's just a room full of flowers for some reason.
Yeah, I don't see too
And
much.
It's just howls like.
I got a 4 on my perception.
boobs.
Okay. So you crack the door
the boots
open,
in
and the
his
first thing you see is that, like, there's a wall right near the door, right? It's kind of up against the wall, and you see that there is a mounted head on the wall, but it is a dwarf's head. It's like a person's head. It has a big red beard, and it's like wearing a helmet. And as you crack the door open, it's like right here, and it turns to you. It goes, "Help! You gotta let me out of here! Help! Help! You gotta let me out!
Oh,
Kid,
my God.
open the door!
Oh,
let
my
me
God.
out!"
The talking head. Is it on the wall?
And then once that head starts to say that, you hear the whole room is filled with all kinds of different voices, all, "Help! You gotta let me out! Help! Oh, the pain! Oh God!" Like all just screaming
I'll shut the door.
endlessly.
Oh
to,
my
like,
god! Just like, up.
Okay. All right.
Nope.
You're up, Val.
Other tooth.
The other tooth. Okay, cool. You can go over to the screaming door, and you can crack it open a little bit if you want.
Perception 7.
Okay. You open it, and then you kind of like, there's a lot of light kind of blinding you in the face when you open it. You're like, I can't really see in here. You can swing the door open and let other people see, but like you're a
Yeah,
drow, right? And like the bright light in your
God.
eyes, like, oh God. Yeah.
Damn it. The things I've seen. 18.
Okay. You can kind of peek in, and there is some light, but you're not as blinded by it. And you can see it's the triangular room. This like extremely like homey, like sort of comforting kitchen. It's got like a big wooden table, and you can see like big, really nice like hardwood cabinets and like a sink, and you can see like the knives hanging up. And there's a window at the back that's like kind of cracked open, and you can see this beautiful like mid-morning sun kind of shining through, and the curtains are kind of flapping. Like it's the cover of Better Homes and Gardens. Like it's this beautiful kitchen. There's like a bowl with a bunch of like beautiful glistening fruit on it. Like it looks like someone was like right in the middle of a meal. There's like some chopped shallots or something sitting there. Like it smells it's incredible in here. Right, you crack the door open and you're peeking in. Yeah.
It does. Or else he just likes to cook in a nice
He
environment.
could have
I mean,
hobbies
Yeah.
that are not horrific.
We can hope and pray
His
and
meatloaf
eat.
could be the best.
Can I do an arcana? Wow.
Try it, why not?
I guess I'll
Do you guys open the door and like go
no.
into the room?
Well, we can open the door, but I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
wanna
not
walk
going in it yet because it feels too nice in
Yeah.
here.
Let's open it so I
Yeah,
can
uh-huh.
see. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, you can crack the door. Comes off.
It hurts the door every time.
Every time it's just like,
Why? My purpose in life is so painful.
Here's my purpose.
to scream.
When will it end?
Butter my toast. Is that the Rick and Morty?
Yeah, pass the butter.
Pass the butter. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, Oh, well, join the party. Welcome to the party. Well, I want to do an Arcana check in this room, and
Okay.
I want to see if there's any mimics in this fucking
Because that's
room.
cool.
I mean, I crap my Arcana check, so whatever.
There are no mimics in the room, not as far as you can tell. It is heavily illusory. Like you think that everything is real, but like the effect of the sun and the wind and the smell is all like added. But you think it's not an extra-dimensional space. Like it fits within the size of that room, but you think it's basically been like exhaustively magically treated to have it look
Just a
and
nice
feel
room.
like this very homey.
This is what he
kitchen.
wanted.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah.
So I would say, if we want to barricade a room, this would maybe be the one to do.
So this was the other
there's
tooth, or
food.
this was the triangle?
This is the other tooth.
Got it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
This is the tooth, right?
Mhm.
The other tooth. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm down. We can try to eat something while we're in here.
Fine. Maybe there's just food in here. We can eat it.
And
But
it's
I'm
not
okay to
ashen
barricade
food.
this room.
Yeah,
Seems
down.
nice.
There's knives if we need extra weapons.
Great. Yeah. What do you want to do? So you want to move into the kitchen?
I will
and-
enter the room.
Okay, you enter the room. Yeah, you just kind of like the wind is kind of pushing at your hair a little bit because it's coming in. You now coming into the room notice there's a pie and it's sitting on the windowsill, and that's where that kind of great smell is coming from. Yeah.
I maybe wouldn't eat anything. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't trust
I'll
that.
just have my horrible rations.
The same grummy sandwich
Yeah.
you've been eating.
It's like the last third of the sandwich. Like you've been
Yes,
saving.
definitely
like,
Staring at the pies.
That's the worst part. The jelly has totally soaked into the bread. Yeah, it's fucking slimy. And every single sandwich is a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, by the way. For lunch. Like you never get any other kind of sandwich. It's always a PB.
Can mine have pickles on it as well?
What the
Oh
fuck?
God.
No,
Or
no, it can't.
I mean,
Sorry. I mean, you could bring your own pickles
Oh
and
right.
open the sandwich
Theodûir
and
has
put
his
them
own
in, but-
everfull jar of pickles that he.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't though.
No, Like, I would be like, no, you can't have that. That's broken. You're not
We can
allowed to have
sell
pickles, okay? Unless you bought it with your money that you got at the start of the
Did
campaign.
you buy a bag
no
of holding?
pickles.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Can't fit whatever.
But then, like, what would it inevitably happen is you guys would end up in the desert and you're like starved, like, oh, but I have those pickles, and then you
Survive
would,
off a never-ending
right?
jar
Like the
of
pickles would
pickles.
save
These
your
pickles,
life.
yeah.
Yeah. Great, you guys can move into the kitchen. You said you wanted to barricade the door, or do you want to like move some of the furniture over?
I guess.
Yeah.
Like the big like
Does it
island in
open
the center of the kitchen. You guys
inward?
can,
Do you know
like,
what I mean?
push.
Does it open that way?
Yeah,
it
it opens
unlock?
inward. Yeah. There's
can
doesn't
I
appear to
wedge
be a
like
lock.
some knives under it to try and like further?
Oh yeah. Like a
Just pull
like
the
a
holes off the thing and
yeah.
stick 'em
I
under.
like it. I
a
like
wedge,
it.
yeah.
A wedge.
Anything.
Yeah. That's what they're called.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A hodor.
Great. Yeah.
Oh no!
I haven't seen it, Cody.
Oh.
You know what you just did, right? Because you know.
He's
that
gonna shut
no,
the stream
I didn't
down.
do anything. It's really. It's so.
No, I
obscure.
know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah. No, I got it. I know what happened. I exist in the culture, so I am aware of some of these things.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Still too soon.
Yeah. Oh, I don't care. I mean, you weren't the first person.
It's just.
So yeah,
everywhere.
you can hold the door with your knives. Great. What do you want to do?
Sleep.
Yes. I'm holding knives under there.
I would say that after, I guess, yeah, you guys just like make up a little camp in the middle of
Yeah.
the room. Okay, cool. And take your rest. Sweet. I would say after about like 15 minutes, you would get another sending, Jrmi. Basically, where is your position?
I'll say in the
Is
right
it south?
tooth west.
You're in the right tooth, but you don't know whether that's
Yeah,
north
I'll just
or
say
south.
in the
You
right
have no
tooth
spatial
for the hallway.
understanding.
Have barricaded it. Going to to rest so we can get spells back. Trying to hold position.
Okay.
Love
Okay,
Jrmi.
great. Jrmi. And then about 2 to 3 minutes later, you basically get a status report that's like, everything fine, Hydra's dead now, still working our way through, right? Like, no reason to panic, everything's great. How are you?
Smiley face.
Everything's fine here. We're all fine here.
We're all
Thank you.
fine.
Yeah, great. We're all
Just
Hope
fine.
you're
Defeated.
enjoying the dungeon.
We are.
Did you get any cool swag?
No reply to that.
Wait.
Great.
Hydra is the.
You guys are in.
Another thing that
Well,
they're just fighting.
Well, that's a different creature.
Yeah.
We didn't go.
Yeah, you
across
guys
a
you guys
Hydra.
did not
Yeah.
encounter a Hydra.
No.
No.
Killed the Hydra.
You have no idea where a
No, 'cause
Hydra
we
even would
didn't
be
go
in
to
the
really
dungeon.
like
Yeah.
water or anything.
Hydra's dead though.
Great.
Sweet.
Good.
Awesome.
They got it.
Good.
How many teachers died in making sure that happened? You know what I mean? Like,
Trying to
yeah.
save us.
We cut to like Professor Barkwood, like
Yeah,
floating
right.
on top of the water, fucking dead, right? Like, and he's like setting it out, like Hydra's dead. We're still moving, right?
Don't panic, you
kids.
4 shit kids.
Right.
Why did you do this?
You're not worth it.
The school must be really in dire
Yeah.
straits if they really are trying to save these 4 kids. You know what I mean? Like,
Or
Yeah,
the teachers
right,
were all very bored.
Our
And,
bad.
That's true. They're like, we
Yeah.
haven't gotten to
Yeah.
adventure in
They're
years.
ready. Like, oh man, we're going
No
in.
one's pulled
Yeah,
that
they're,
rope
like,
for
really
anything
having a good
legit
time.
in years.
They're going into rooms they don't have to go into. Like, we
Well,
should check
yeah.
out
Yeah.
these things, right? They're like,
They're doing what we did, basically.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
They're like, we
Yeah,
haven't gotten to dungeon
right.
crawl in forever, guys.
like a tenth
in
of the
years.
time.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm sick of teaching math.
They take so long that by the time they get here, you're dead. Right.
And they get trapped. And then
Okay,
they pull
so
the rope.
you can spend, I would say, let me roll a d6. Yeah, you get your 6 hours.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah, we do.
You can smell the pie the
it's
whole
so
time.
mean.
And it smells really, really good. I don't know if that has any effect on any of you guys. It has an effect
Sure
on
it
Moss.
does. Yeah.
And Moss will like go over and kind of
No, we don't let him.
Don't touch him off.
He'll try to clamber up onto the counter at one point. He's like pulling back.
Don't
like,
trust
no,
the food.
Come on. Yeah.
It's one of those things where it could be. It could be
But
fine.
do we want to tempt it?
Around-ish the 6 hour mark, you hear like a ding, 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 ding knock on the door, to the chamber.
I'd say
Like around the 6
Message
hours,
Valqwyn
like
if
we're
you
ready to
can.
go.
Yeah, you've rested already, but it's like you're kind of like stretching and like getting.
We
up
were
and,
about to
like,
leave.
Okay, like maybe you're starting to discuss the plan of what you're gonna do, and then someone knocks on the door. Yeah.
I'm just not gonna answer.
I really want to be like, who is it?
It's Martha Stewart.
Sorry,
voice, right?
there's someone in here right now.
Akuparu!
We don't want any.
Yeah, I mean, you guys just ignore it.
I ignore it.
I
yeah.
don't say anything.
You go quiet, or are you gonna keep talking?
I'll go quiet.
Yeah, I guess I'll go quiet. Yeah.
Okay. Ding 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 ding. ding.
I'm gonna go close to the door in perception to see if I can like hear any like I don't know anything that doesn't
Yeah.
sound like what I would be expecting. 10.
Okay. Yeah, there's a definitely somebody on the other side. You hear like the swish of like cloth, and then you hear kind of like a like a sigh, but it's like not the kind of sigh. It's not coming from a
Yeah.
human. You don't know what made that sigh, but it's something not human.
But I only hear like one swishing kind of.
Ding, 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 ding.
Okay.
Yeah, as far as you can tell, you only got a 10.
Can
so
I
it's a
do
little
an
hard to tell from
Arcana
the
check
door. but-
outside the door? Maybe.
What are you trying to figure
Is this
out?
a powerful magical creature right out there? Like, you know what I mean? No.
I, don't
I
think
can't
that's
sense my
something you can do
spidey sense.
without
Yeah, yeah.
seeing it. Nah, not through
yeah.
like a wall
Okay.
or through a thick wall. Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I can cast my hut, and I can just keep casting my hut every 8 hours.
I mean that's true.
If you guys wanted.
If we're just sitting here in this kitchen,
But that seems a little boring.
Yeah.
But I don't know what that is.
I really want to pick up the pie and just be like, hey.
I am in the face.
Yeah. Just
Do
no
you
aggression
guys wanna
whatsoever.
talk to
Just
this
like, oh
person?
hey guys, smack.
Maybe they can't come in. Did we barricade it?
The
good?
door is very barricaded.
It is
yeah.
very-
I can
Barricaded,
try
yeah.
and be Al-Razim again.
We could maybe just.
Tiny Al-Razim.
Yeah.
Stand behind the table like I was just turkey. Right, like there's a bunch of like aprons.
Oh,
Right,
I didn't know you were coming.
What? One of them says "Kiss me, I'm dead." Right on it. Yeah, for sure.
Kiss the lich.
Yeah, kiss the lich.
Yeah, kiss the lich. Kiss the lich is good. Kiss the
Yeah.
corpse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we can just like unbarricade it, and you can be like, "Oh, I was gonna surprise you for whatever."
I didn't mean on
this thing
barricade. I
is."
just meant like I don't know. It doesn't change my voice, does it? The hat.
No, it
Yeah,
just
I
makes
don't
you
know.
look different. So you might as well not just do an
I
impression.
guess can I try a
Right,
performance
yeah.
check to do an impression?
Sure. Yeah.
22.
That's pretty good.
Okay. What do you say?
I'm busy.
There's a voice that answers only you, and it's in your mind. I understand that, but people will
Oh,
be
shit, the
arriving
party.
soon.
Fuck.
And you recognize the voice of Slardask.
Fuck.
Do I need to do another check, or can I keep talking for a minute?
You talk for a little bit. I mean, unless you start to say something ridiculous or do something out of character, right?
Oh, we didn't hear that though, right?
No.
Shit.
I just need a minute.
If you wouldn't mind opening the door, I kind of wanted to talk to you for a second. Just before people get here.
I don't hear
Say I
any
don't
of
have my
this,
face
so
on yet. I'm just kidding.
I have no idea.
Can I like mimic to you guys like the?
Right.
Sure, yeah. Moss is like, what? Like, I don't understand.
I don't know. Does Lehman's tiny hut really protect against mind flare attacks too?
Lehman's tiny hut will protect against anything, but it takes a minute to cast.
Send her away. Be like, go to my lab and get
Are you
this
whispering this?
thing. Yeah. Be like, send her away. Tell her to go to the lab and get something, and then come back for a surprise.
Tell her Give me a stealth check.
God. I got this. Ah, 24.
Okay, cool. There's no reply from Slardath. I don't seem to have heard.
I want to write something.
What do you say?
Okay.
No, I won't. I'll just whisper it to you. I'm gonna give you a stealth check so I can whisper.
How is mine so much better?
I don't know. I got a nat 1.
Oh my god.
So I probably just start coughing or something like that.
Oh, maybe it's like Jrmi's not looking at you. So you like need if you need her to look at you, that way you can whisper like, Jrmi. So you're like, is someone in there with you?
I'm training a new apprentice.
You can give me a deception
You got
on
it.
that.
11.
There's silence.
I'm gonna cast my hut.
Okay, cool. Go
I'm
for
gonna
it.
start casting my hut.
Yeah, interesting.
Oh god.
Okay, cool. So you start to cast your hut. Let's roll initiative actually.
Okay. What could go wrong?
18.
21.
9.
Okay. Takes you a minute, you said, to cast. 21, I think, is the best, unless Moss crits here. Nope.
Moss crit.
No.
Ha.
Theo. Who got the best of the 21 between you
He got
guys?
21. I got 18.
I did.
Yeah.
18. Okay, and then Val, Jrmi, how'd you do?
9.
9. Okay. Slardask.
Fuck.
Jrmi. It takes a minute, you
Yep.
say, Jrmi, to cast it? You need 10 rounds to cast it before Slardask
Cool.
gets in here.
Cool.
So Theo starts to cast. You cannot cast this spell, Jrmi, without... I assume it has verbal components?
Yeah.
So if you would like to, I would say, when we get to you, you could try to continue to do performance to make it sound like it's Al-Razim casting the spell, but that's going to make it extra hard,
sure.
if that makes sense, right? Like, but we'll get there. So Theo, you see that Jrmi is about to start to cast the spell. What do you do?
Can I like assist her in some way? I don't know.
Not to cast
Get
it,
us all grouped
but
together.
I mean, you can try to pretend to be as.
I guess I'll say this. I'll say this, that like the combat would start. Initiative would start when you feel something try to like force the door and realize that it's stuck.
Yeah.
Right. And then you get the sort of sense they're going to try it again. Like they're going to basically try to bust their way in. So you're in the kitchen. Whatever is on the other side of that door is going to try to force its way in. What do you
I'll
want?
say. Wait. Can I try to lie to Soldaris?
Slardask.
Soldaris.
Sorry.
Soldaris.
Slardask.
It's okay.
It's. Oh. No, he's going to put on a woman's voice, though.
God. Don't leave that to either of the girls. Definitely put on a woman's voice, Theo. Do you?
No,
okay, that doesn't.
It is like a
I guess that-
non-mental
yeah.
falsetto. Sexist as hell.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm trying
just-
to.
Okay.
All right, no, I'll try. I'll hint at Val then, and I'll be like, pretend to be another woman to make her jealous. Amp up the ruse.
Got it.
I think like you start to do it and then you look and realize.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
You're like ready, so like. Okay. Oh wait, hold on. Maybe it's better.
The party's off. There's not going to be a party anymore.
Sorry, Eldest, we're busy.
Gross. Horrendous. So do you want to pass your turn
Yeah,
then?
I guess I do. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Val, do you want to try to pose as a
I'm gonna pose as a woman.
someone that's not Val?
You could
Well,
be Val.
I mean, like,
you
pose
could be
as
Val.
his-
It doesn't-
yeah.
you-
I mean, you don't have to throw your
No, I
voice
don't
if
have
you
to
don't
at all. I
want
can
to
just say it,
because
yeah.
he doesn't know. Yeah, great. So what do you say?
Oh, our team, sir. How about these hors d'oeuvres? Do you think your guests will like them?
Give me a deception check, please.
Oh, I don't think we ever really had to roleplay on fake seduction by children.
She's 15. She's got this. 15.
15. Okay. You do that. You obviously don't know if it succeeded or not, but then you feel Constance thrum
Damn it.
your sheath, and you take 6
Come
points
on,
of psychic
Constance,
damage.
work with me here.
No falsehood.
Trying to save us all.
She seems kind of like reproachful, like, come on now, this is like the third time.
I just like lying Constance. Give it to me.
Yeah, give it to me. So then there's a pause on the other side of the door. Oh. I'm sorry, I didn't realize. I'll give you a moment. And yeah, there's silence.
Bad.
So yeah, we're gonna drop out of initiative for at
monsters,
least
who
1
Oh,
cares?
minute.
No.
She's a mind player.
Okay, great. We're dropping out of initiative for at least 1 minute. So if you want to get that hut
wanna
up,
get that
you
hut
can
up.
get the hut.
Get that hut up.
Get that hut up.
And
hut
sending
up.
some through?
Okay, great. The hut comes into existence.
Oh, no.
And then, is there anything you guys want to do
Dance
during that
party?
time?
We just sit in there then, and
I just want to make sure that, like, can we, like, try and, like, fasten Moss in there, too? Like, I don't think he's going to try and attack anything, but I just
Yeah.
don't want him to, like, exit, because, like,
Yeah.
it really
we could
fucks
put his
everything.
leash on. Yeah.
His
should
harness
put his leash on.
And his, like, muzzle, too. Let's just...
Yeah.
Just
Put his
get him
leash and
completely.
his muzzle on.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'm into weird stuff.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
great.
they
So
can't
you
send
can.
through the dome.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
They can't send sendings.
No,
The
we won't be able to
professors
send
can't?
through. Yeah, we won't be able to get a message or anything.
No. Okay, great. So you can all get inside there, and then after about a minute, after you're done casting it, there's like a on the door.
Guys, there's going to be a party here soon. I'm like a bunch
So they can't hear us
Villainous
in here, right?
creatures.
I don't
So
think so.
I would. Should we try to play up a ruse like that the party's off? Like try to
We
get them
should
to cancel
try
it
for sure.
and say like, "Your love, I have found a new lover now, and it's the only party I need is with her," or something like that. I don't know.
Sure.
There's a separate party that's going to be in my pants.
booty
right? Like,
pants.
it's like a horrible.
I mean, we could try and cancel this party, but, like, I don't know if like, it's too far. Like,
It probably
happening,
is.
You know?
Well, I mean,
yeah,
if
I don't
the
know.
professors get
He's
here,
never
I
right.
don't know how they would possibly be able to fight their way all through these, like,
Well, the Hydra's
mob
dead,
of
though,
villains.
so...
The Hydra's dead, though. Hey,
At
bad.
least the Hydra's off, not coming to the party. Yeah.
That's actually kind of funny.
He was a maybe on Facebook anyway, so
That's
yeah.
good.
It's
On
not
Face
that
Dark,
suspicious.
yeah,
Dark face.
Dark book.
The dark side of
Dark
the face.
book.
yeah, Dark Book.
Face dark.
Yeah, what do you want? Someone's knocking.
Ask who it is.
I don't think she can hear me through the dome, and I don't want to leave it. 'cause
Well,
then
you
it goes
can't, but
away.
I could leave and come back
But then-
in.
Wait, someone's knocking on the door of the dome.
Hold on.
No, someone's
The
knocking
door.
on the door. So you can't hear sounds through the
Right.
dome either? Because then you wouldn't
Probably
hear if
not,
someone's
right.
knocking.
Yeah.
Creatures and objects within the dome, when you cast the spell, can move through it freely. All other creatures and objects are barred from passing through it. Spells and other magical effects can't extend through it. Blah, blah, blah. So that means that if she leaves, she can come back in?
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as
Okay.
you stay.
Then sure.
Yeah. If you leave, the dome
Right.
goes away. So Jrmi has to stay. Anyone else can come and go as you designate. I don't think it says anything about sounds,
It's,
right? Right?
It didn't say
I didn't
anything.
hear it when you were reading it.
yeah,
Yeah, doesn't
Yeah.
say.
just how it looks.
Okay, so I'm gonna rule that you can hear through it. It's like muted, but you can hear through, right?
So we
There's
can
nothing
hear
that
the
says you
knocking.
can't, so why would you
Okay.
assume you could? Yeah, you can hear the knocking, but it's kind of like muffled.
And they could hear us, but it's maybe also muffled. So I
Exactly.
could try a deception as Alrazim again or something.
Yeah. Mhm.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
Did you crit?
Yes.
Great. What do you say?
I'll get the candy in a minute. I'm so stressed out. I'll say, the party's off.
I got stuffed at it.
What?
Listen,
How could the party possibly be
I just-
off? Do you have any idea how far I have come to be at this party?
listen, you can hang out.
Come out here, you festering
You can
bag
hang
of
out in my
bones.
space. Use my whatevers. I don't really care. I need a minute.
I need a couple days
I'm
to
having,
think about
I'm
my
having
life.
the crisis brains.
This is exactly like you. I tell Slardesk, I tell her she should not be associated with you anymore.
Fine, whatever. Just
Leave me alone.
let me sit in here and think about my choices.
You do that. I think that would be best for you.
And then you hear like,
That's Dracula. Yeah.
Dracula.
Just Dracula.
Just actual Dracula. Not a vampire. Dracula. Yeah.
Or was
That's why
strong.
he hates him so
Cody,
much.
like-
There's just no blood.
Theodûir's like, there's Dracula out there. Getting real.
I've read so many books.
Oh God. So you're in there, and then there's sort of like you could hear past into the main chamber like some hubbub, like people talking, and then like you hear these weird like inhuman sounds as like monsters are reacting, and you hear like this and that, and it's like curses, and like obviously people are like having some kind of a big kind of conference or something out there, and it sounds after a couple of seconds it kind of sounds like they're basically slagging off him. You know what I mean? Like what a jerk, and he invited this whole big thing. Like obviously this was going to happen.
That's funny.
and,
Like,
all
it's
this
a
stuff
typical
out of
thing
the
he
main-
does, maybe.
True,
Like he's
yeah,
done this
just
before.
like he's done
Yeah,
this before.
He's always has these dramatics. Yeah, right.
It's like I want a party. I'm just kidding. Go
but-
away.
Yeah, exactly. Great. So you have a couple minutes. Nobody's pestering you. What's the plan here, junior adventurer?
Okay, man. Listen. We don't have one.
Okay.
Equally as
Seems like-
unprepared for all the
Oh my
scenarios thrown at
god.
us.
Can you can't message Valqwyn because you have to see the creature, right? So we have to just like wait for him to send us something. And he's only been sending to you so far, right?
Well, he sent you guys on the first days, but
And right now, sendings can't.
Yeah.
just
Well, I was
deliver.
wondering if I can like just kind of chill outside the hut and wait for a
It's true.
message
If he
to
can't get
appear.
through to me, I'm sure he might try someone else.
Exactly. So like I just want to chill outside the hut until like if something tries to come through the door, I'll hop back in. But I'll just like chill outside.
Okay.
One thing that we do know,
Yeah,
though,
okay.
there is somehow a way to get in and out of here. Like, people are coming and going. So
Yeah.
we can
Yeah.
still keep exploring and find a way out, potentially.
Potentially.
The party's over.
Yeah. Once all these
Well, it seems like
massive
people...
creatures leave.
Isn't that what... Did you allude to that? That people leave?
They're no, you don't think they're leaving. You think they're like
Oh,
in
okay.
the living room, like bitching
Okay.
about it. Currently, I'm saying it's only been like a minute since Dracula left. right? Like,
Dracula.
I mean, we could try to pretend like we're like
So-
goblin slaves or something.
I think...
And sneak out. I don't know.
Only you have a hat of disguise, so none of us do.
So I'll be the lead goblin.
We do have...
or you guys could all get on each other's shoulders, right? And like you could wear a big trench coat, and then you could turn into a goblin.
We could
and
carry
you,
up
like,
in
waddle
highs
out.
and just be kids. And
We do
little
have that potion of
slave
sneak.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, I mean, not only that, if you want to like become a goblin and just sit on my shoulders and be the giant goblin, we can make Moss and Theo our prisoners.
the Wookiee trick.
Yep.
So you're stepping outside the.
Yes,
the
I'm
dome.
just kind of
That-
chilling like right outside it, just waiting, practicing some sword moves,
Okay,
sharpening.
cool. You're instantly liquid.
You're dead.
You step outside, and you receive. You basically get another message that comes in, saying basically boy, how would they phrase it? It's all just like military parlance stuff. So it's like approaching location. What's Jrmi's status?
Just care about Jrmi.
Because I'm not responding. So
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Jrmi's fine.
exactly.
Inside hut.
Maybe tell them there's a lot of bad guys here.
Yeah. A number of
Malevolent
Yeah.
individuals.
no, just kidding. A number of big fatties.
There you go.
We really
That's
don't
your
even
party.
know.
A number of big baddies.
We're kind of assuming.
Very nearby.
Okay.
Approach with caution. Hiding in the kitchen.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, great. No response to that. You are like kind of composing it when you see a figure pass like through the door ethereally. It is a woman, female human elf type character, like long, like straggly hair, like no eyes, like empty eye sockets, but she's completely ethereal, right? And just kind of like hanging there and sort of floating and hair whipping. Did you want to talk? She says. And then like looks at you and realizes like, and she just screams. Can I get a save from
Constitution or
Val? I think it's something wacky that you're not gonna like, if I remember correctly.
Like a beauty save.
shit?
It might be. I think it might be charisma. I think it's a beauty save.
It's not terrible.
Yeah, that's
Let me check.
it's the same charisma.
Yeah. So it's Constitution. It's a Constitution save.
12.
Okay. So she screams, and it like echoes out across the entire place. You are just filled with terror for a second, Val, and then you go lifeless and you drop to the ground. You are reduced to 0 hit points.
Son of a bitch!
It's a banshee. You rolled. It's a DC 13.
God damn it!
12. So Val drops, and everyone is like freaked out, and then you hear like a lot of commotion, and someone says like. Like, oh, pipe down! Like somebody shouts right when she screams. But now there's like a lot of like commotion happening on the other side
Someone
of
pull
the
me
door.
into
as you're
that.
trying to,
Like a little
come in.
sweet that she cared enough.
And the like ghost woman is just like floating there, like shrieking. I assume she can't see into the
Correct.
dome, right? Did you make it opaque? Okay, cool. So it's just a dome, and then Val was standing there.
Did you guys see out though?
okay.
So just like
I don't think we can. Or can we?
Yeah,
can
I
see
think
out,
you
they
guys
can't
can
see
see
in.
out, but
Yeah.
they can't see
Okay.
in. Yeah. So yeah, she sort of crumpled like you have that like Joker gas thing where like your face is like all right, like and like in this
God.
like rigor mortis of like,
Yeah.
Oh god.
and then terror. I think we should stop there because that feels like a dramatic beat. What do you guys think?
Sure. Yeah.
It's like 1:30. We could keep playing a little bit, or we could stop. What do you want to do?
I'm
guys don't
okay
seem
with
very
that dramatic
excited.
beat
I
of
don't
me
know.
just crippled
No,
on
it's
the
a
ground.
good dramatic beat.
Yeah,
I just
I
want
like
to
that
keep
too.
going. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could use a
Okay,
week
cool.
to figure out
Next
what we're
week.
gonna do.
Yeah. Try to solve it.
We didn't do well at that last time.
you have to pull her in. I can't do anything.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Moss
I guess
could
you're
try,
right.
but
Yeah.
Okay. Great. So that is where we will wrap up this episode. But obviously we'll be back. I assume next week.
Yeah.
Is everybody
Should be
good for
good.
next week? Yes. Okay. Cool. We'll figure it out. But right now the party's kind of in dire straits. You know what I mean? Things are getting
We're
a little
in
bit hairy.
over our
And I
heads.
think. Do you guys remember what was that thing that Balma said right before the last message she had with you, Jrmi? Right when you were
Oh,
telling
the
him that you
Hydra.
guys were gonna
Hydra
try to be
is
brave.
dead.
yes.
Hydra is dead.
All right, let's say it on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Hydra
is
Hydra
dead.
is dead.
Party bubble.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Right. All right.
We'll see you next time.
Hydra's dead. That Hydra that we were really afraid of.
I'm a very kinky girl. Can you not bring home the mother? She's a super freak.
Yes.
Super freak. She's
super
super
freak.
freak.
Super freaking.
Now.
I'm so glad that we were recording for that.